Oh yeah. Tonight we got Mr. James Worthy here with us tonight. The Honorable James Worthy and his two of his lieutenants, Deputy Joseph Ggaa will join us with Rain Cooper of the Minneapolis. We share the show. Tag orders. The gambling of Mr. James Worthy. He's about to give us a message. Come on now and listen to the message. Tag orders. I'm going to get that pizza down. We're going to be playing two of the show. Okay. So that's it right there, Mr. U-Boat T. That's his latest music, where U-Boat car, U-Boat T. Oh, so ladies and gentlemen, he's in the back. There's no need to waste time. But to get the honorable man out here, please share the show. Share the show here tonight. I got Mr. U-Boat T here from all the way from Philadelphia tonight. Mr. U-Boat T, how are you, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Double.
Okay.
It's
Well,
still kind of cold here in Philadelphia, so we have to dress
I see that.
appropriately.
I see today. I don't know everywhere where it went. It went just went that kind of funny way. But by next week we'll be straight. I think
Yeah, winter don't want to go away.
they don't want to go away. We're gonna push it away. You gotta go. You gotta give people a chance to fuss a little bit. So welcome to the double show here tonight.
Thank you very much. I'm not a stranger here. I've been here periodically,
Mm-hmm.
so thank you.
you've been here giving us some of the information. So tonight, Mr. President, I'm trying to tag some people out here to come out here tonight so they can listen in to you. And let me see here. Tonight is just about giving us information about the your leadership and how you led us information like bank statement, financial reports, and so have you, and all that stuff. It's just the reason that we are here tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, welcome here tonight. This is Mr. James Uboti. Those of you who don't know him, that's him right there. He's here tonight. So, so we're gonna get Jabba then, and the other people coming on.
Well, I sent in the link to come on. My chief of staff, William Cooper, Vice President
Oh,
Isaac Java. I sent all of them the link. So whether they will come on now, I have no control over that.
yeah, Gibson, Jerry, sorry. I was just dancing to the song. I was the only one hearing the song because I didn't put it in his stuff. But you heard the song too, Mr. You were there.
No, I did not hear it.
Okay, let me play a little bit.
I did not hear it. So, but I, yeah, I'm hearing it.
Oh yeah. That's the music there from Mr. Ubote, Ubote, Isaac Carr, and James Ubote. If you not listen to that music during your time, then you miss a lot of good things. But Mr. Ubote from all the way PA tonight, joining me live here. I'm in Louisville, and he's in PA. And we're gonna have a decent conversation tonight, sharing out information. Mr. Ubote, if you will, after the conversation with me and if you want us to open the line, just tell me. Or if you don't want the lines to be open, that's you again. Just tell me that. So we go because it's your show and it's your information sharing tonight. So, Mr. Ubote, you want to start up by giving it a little bit of a hello?
Yeah, hello. Am I on the show or I'm backstage?
You are on the show. They're seeing you. You've been watched by YouTube. You're on YouTube right now.
Oh, okay.
You're on Facebook. You're on YouTube.
Okay.
You want me to put you on Twitter?
No, I didn't say that. I just am looking on my computer, and I only see you. I don't see me. So
I
that's
don't
all
know, but
right.
this is it. Look on the screen. This is here, both for us here. So I don't know how your computer is making it.
It's okay. I believe you, sir. I mean, I can see myself on the studio. So, but okay, no problem. Thank you for having me on your show.
Mm-hmm.
It is a privilege to be here. Uh, Want to tell everybody hello. He told you what my name was, Jane Yiboti. I live in Philadelphia, former president, Graduate Association.
You don't have a middle name?
My middle name, Tari. My middle name, Adam, also. My middle name, also, Money. Say Money. You know, from Say Money and Dwebla.
You got three
So,
names.
yeah. James. Actually,
Tell
all
me three
along,
middle names. Tare, Muni. But the other one you call, I didn't know it. I know Tare, I know Muni.
you know, like Adam and E. Adam.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Yes. So, My name, everybody call me Toddy until during the war. When I tell people my name Toddy, it will be obvious where I'm from. So I started to focus on the James name. So the James name stuck.
But when you say Djibouti, they're gonna know where you're from too. So
Actually, it depends on how you pronounce it. If you say Uboti, then they will think you're from Nigeria or Ghana. But if you say
oh
Uboti, then Uboti, that crown mean that it's a qua name, crown crew global bassa name, means to know something, knowledge.
yeah,
Uboti, to know something. That's what it means.
good.
Mhm.
So tonight we are here. This allegation that you kind of refuse to give out to comply with the interim leadership, the
For the transition team,
transitional team. I mean, that was set up by Madam Idepoa. Can you speak to that?
yeah, I came out here to clear the air because that is not true at all. I met with the transition team on two different occasions, sometime in December,
You
around
alone?
that time,
You went?
2023.
You alone went there? I think it
No,
was
I came there with some other official, but I remember I was there. I think my vice president also was there. I don't remember it been a while. And I told them that I would tell my appropriate officials to turn over whatsoever report that they need. So I instructed respectively my treasurer, Crispy Remio, to turn over the financial report. I also instructed my secretary. I instructed my ways and means, which is Madam, all that Stephania Forte, and I forgot all about it. All I knew, we were in compliance with the transition team. Not until a few months ago, on this your very show, I heard President Idepoa talking that President Yibote did not comply with the transition team. So I said, where did that come from? All that time, how come nobody wrote me to say that you are not in compliance with the transition team so that I would have known what to do? But everything was mute. Nobody said nothing to me, so I left it alone until I heard Idepoa, Madam President, talking about I didn't comply. So it got my attention because I know I instructed my appropriate authority or subordinates, for lack of a better word, to send in the report they have in their possession. So after President Poa stated that we did not comply with the transition thing, which I know very well as a human being, I did what I'm supposed to do as an administrator to serve my people. I made all my financial report for all the time I was there, from 2019 until 2013.
Mhm.
So I called Secretary Japa. Secretary Japa told me that he had a few documents. He turned it over, but the other document in the hall that day in Des Moines that he was working on, the resolution, the document we signed with Change Station Network, all the project we on to all the stuff he was working on to turn over to the new administration when the police were called. He ran outside and he never went back inside. So all the documents were left there, according to him.
You got document your sign in there, everything left there.
That's what Japa said. He said when the police came, he ran outside. He didn't even take the only thing he told was he didn't take nothing. He ran outside. He never came back. He was so pissed. That's what he said. Because the way Japa saw it, it's like and the way I saw it too. Let me not put the blame on Japa. Let me talk about me. Let me talk about me. The way I saw it, Prince, it was like a coup d'etat. Our convention did not end, and they forced her out the next day, the high election, and he became president. I respected that. Justice is what the authority says it is. The voice of the people is the voice of God. They say, I accept. I move on. Money. They say we could go to the bank. So I would take my signature of the account. I didn't force. I went to the bank on Monday and I took my signature off the account. So Japa said he left his own document in the hall. So I preview on my Ways and Means chairman, Stephania Forte, doctor, and she emailed everything she had directly to President Idepua herself, Stephania Forte. And also, I heard that my vice president, Asika, has some document that he also turned over. So I was very surprised when I heard that we didn't turn any government, any document over. So I called my treasurer, Crispy, to see whether he ever turned over the financial report. You got all the financial reports are on the email.
Mm-hmm.
He told me he working on it. I should call him that weekend. That was some weekends back. I called him the weekend he told me to call him, but then he didn't answer, only to hear that he's bereaved. So you know that we're not going to force the man to do anything when he is grieving the death of his mother-in-law.
But your left this leadership since 2023. Since that time, you never communicated with them to say these documents that I asked you guys to give. Have you given these documents out until
I told you
show them that they gave it
we went to the meeting around I think December or so.
of
We
2023?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember the month, but we did have meetings. And I told them that I will instruct my appropriate officer to turn over the document they have. And my officer told me they turn over the document to the transition team and to Madam Idipua herself.
Did you
So I was
confirm?
surprised when Edith was talking that we didn't turn over document.
Or did you
And
confirm it with Edith that I told my lieutenant, my deputies to give these documents? Did they give it to you?
Edith didn't reach out to me to say anything. So I must say they didn't bother to call her. And she thought that was so important that she didn't get the document. She would have the courtesy of calling me myself to say, Mr. Yivote, what happened? The document you were supposed to turn over, you didn't turn it over. I only heard her talking either on your show or Daniel Freeman show. So I said, but wait a minute, why would either be saying this late 2024, late 2024 during campaign season? That's the time she was talking about Yivote didn't turn over or he didn't cooperate with transition thing. So how can nobody told me anything all that time? I'm not gonna take it laying down because you never know what tomorrow might bring. That's why we are here right now. So I reached out to the transition chairman. It's a lady, Cyril McKinney,
Mm-hmm.
and Cyril McKinney said that my treasurer did not turn over the financial report. So I said, okay, give me your email address and I will go check the email because we have an email system whereby every financial report that come quarterly, we send it to everybody, to the board, and then we CC everybody. And my vice president will send it to the local chapter presidents. So I went searching and I found a lot of financial reports and I forwarded them to my Sarah McKinney. And since that time, I never heard anything from her again. I didn't hear anything even from Crispy Remy as to whether he was able to find any financial report. But like I said, Crispy Remy is bereaved right now, so I don't think the least thing on his mind right now is to find financial report. So I myself forwarded the financial report that I have to the transition chairman, Mr. Asika, Vice President forwarded some report and Ways and Means chairman or chairperson, Dr. Stephanie Forte, forwarded some report. So I don't know what other report they want. I don't know. Or maybe she was yet talking campaign talk. I
Or
don't know.
you did some projects? You did some projects back home in Liberia. You gave her all this information,
Everything
all
is
that
there.
stuff.
Man of fact, Stephanie Forte is the Ways and Means chairman. So what other document again was she want about projects? Stephanie had all of them. And Asika also has some documents that he turned over. So I don't know what other
You
document
said that you
he
turn
wrote.
over. You don't even know the mean document that I said turn over. You
I
didn't.
don't have it
You
in
didn't.
front of me now. I mean, Asika got the link to
I
come. So
mean, you didn't see the document where Isaac turned it over. So maybe and
I
you
saw the
saw.
email. but I don't have it in front of me now. That was we talking about
No, my
almost two
question
years
to
ago
you
now.
here, Mr. President, they sent information out when they were sending it. Did it CC you?
Yeah, I saw the CC copy.
Okay, then yeah. Okay, then
Yeah,
obviously
I
it's
got a
wrong.
CC copy, but I don't have it in front of me now. What I'm saying, my brother, we are out here now on a what's the word gratuitous mission. In other words, it is not necessary for us to be talking what we're talking. Edith came on your show, Madam President, and started talking about you voted incorporate, which is not true. It's a blatant prevarication. We incorporated. We turned over the document, my Ways and Means Chairman, my Vice President, and I even asked myself, yeah, we turned over document. What other document you want us to turn over? We turn over everything. If we didn't turn over document, how did you know that we owe Prince Double 15,000? How did you know? How did you know? If we didn't turn over
Print
document.
double.
Prince Vlay.
So you talking about 50,000.
Prince Vlay,
Or
how
fifteen
you know
thousand,
that? We turn
fifteen
everything
thousand
over.
dollars. It started from in the hall that day, from the voting hall. So every Nigerian out in our hall knew.
How did we know that we had to complete the basketball court and build a library? How did they know all of that? Everything was turned over to them to the point that hello. How did they know that to the point that they have to turn $10,000 over to complete the basketball code and some money go to the library? How did they know if they didn't get any report? All I'm saying is a double. It is not necessary that we are even here talking about it. You want wrong campaign? Be
Why you
truthful
think
with
it
your
is not?
campaign.
Why you think it's not necessary? The lady said, the president said, you didn't turn document. You have the town to down to explain it and give all information that you turn over document. Down there in level
Okay.
one now to come
That's
tell
what
you
I'm
why.
saying. That's what I'm saying. We turn over.
But you said
If
these people, you told Crispy was the financial guy. So all the money aspect was supposed to come from Crispy. You should have just, I don't know how transitions are done, but I mean, you the president, if those guys are not coming to send the information to you, you going from a serial mechanic, I don't even serial mechanic or Kenzie.
Sarah told McKinney that something told
Okay,
sister,
I
I
thought
think
yeah,
younger
that's
or
not,
older
yeah.
sister, I'm not too sure.
So then yeah, go there, but it's like I told you, just told them to send a document, and you don't follow up on them, and you didn't follow up with the administration and say, oh, we told
No,
them
I
to.
saw CC copy of the document that was sent on the email. I saw this, because we got an email pool. So anytime we send something out with CC all the other officers. That's what happened. But I did not see the CC copy from Crispy, the treasurer. So I called Crispy and he said something came up. He coming to it and I should call him some weekend. I tried calling him, but then he got bereaved. So we didn't talk about it again. We left it alone since that time. He hasn't got back to me, but then I decided to go fishing the email system and I found a lot of financial reports and I forwarded them to Madam Sarah McKinney, you know. Basically, I just want to bring closure to this thing. And I know when our president threw out, we made financial report appropriately to the board. If we were not making financial report, the board would not allow us to just keep there like that. We have to have them making financial report, and we showed it there. We made all the financial report that they were even praising me that since they've been having president, this is the first time they have seen a president consistently making financial report like that. So all the reports were turned over to the people who is supposed to be turned over to. I want us to bring closure today so that when Edith, Madam President, go run her campaign, she will be talking about other important things that she will do for us when we pull her back for 2 more years instead of concentrating on that you voted did not turn over or transition report. No, that's not true. We did. We turn over everything. I want this to be the last time that we'll talk about it. Let's concentrate on what will you do for us. Either Octavia or Edith, Madam President, let's concentrate on the future. Let's leave the past alone. We did our part. It is time for you to tell us what you are doing and what you will do for us. And then we'll see reason to put you back or not put you back. Let's do it like that. I'm not here tonight to run campaign for or against anybody. I'm just here to inform my fellow Granadians and the listening public that we turn over the transition report to the appropriate authority. Please, I would not appreciate anybody coming here to erroneously talk about my name, and then I just keep quiet because you don't know what tomorrow will bring. That is the
Why you think
whole
the
reason of
president?
me
Why
being
you
here.
think the president? Why do you think the president said you didn't turn over a document?
I have no idea. I cannot talk for her. I don't know. But I know Stephania, that Stephania Forte is not going to lie to say, oh, I emailed those documents directly to Ide Poa. And Stephania is the Ways and Means chairman. She's the one responsible for projects and all of that. She got no reason to
Did
lie.
she email the document directly to Idepoa?
That's what she said, though. Mhm.
Oh
That's what
wow!
she said. That's what she said. That's what Stephania said.
But did you ask Elif? Now because
He didn't call. She didn't call me to say anything, so I didn't bother to ask her. I only heard her talking on your show. Let's say less than 2 months ago. That what prompted me to
so
say,
this
let me come
document
on your
this
show.
document was turned over when? What time? Which year?
They say 2023, especially Stephania and Asika. That's when they turn over their document. Joseph Japa said his document he was working on when they called police, he ran away and left the hall, and then just got you know discouraged about the whole thing and left here
All
and
the
left.
document get left in the hall.
That what he told me. He said he
Police
got
carried it.
discouraged about the whole thing. It was worthless to him.
The
So
whole
he left
document
it.
was signed with King Negway.
He went
Left
to
it
the
all.
to the hotel the next day. We didn't even see him to the election ground. He went to the airport. He waited for a plane. He went back to Seattle. He got discouraged about the whole thing. That's what he said. But the same document we challenge with changes your network. Our Ways and Means chairman, by coincidence, also work with Ways and Means. Also work with Change Asian Network. So she had copies also, and then she forwarded them to Edith. So we were like we were blessed that we have Stephania Forte, doctor, who is our Ways and Means, is also chairman for Change Asian Network. So we were covered on both ends. When Japa left his document in the hall, Wowo, Eric Wowo took the carpet to Stephania, who also happened to be our Ways and Means chairman, and she forwarded all the document to Edith. So Edith, Madam President, also got the document. So what left both and after Japa said he left his document in the hall because he was discouraged about the whole grind association thing when they called the police. So I'm here, like I said, just to put this thing behind us so we don't have to be talking about it. Anytime you go wrong in campaign, you would tell him or cooperate. No, that's not true. We can cooperate it with transition thing. We turn over all our documents. Well, who's there? Who talking?
No, 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 no.
Okay. So basically, that's it, Mr. Double.
Those emails that you got, you all your financial reports that you've been given. Do you
What's
do you
that?
no? Listen to what I'm saying. Just listen, Mr. Yumuti. I made a mistake and put something on my one of my button here. All
Okay.
your financial report that you've been submitting to the board, those are what you dug from, and you got
Yeah.
with you, and then you forward them.
Yeah, to Madam McKinney. A lot of them, it might not have been all of them, but I found a lot of them. I forwarded them. Let my email defaulted. Yeah. So the one that I found, I forwarded them to Madam McKinney, to Sarah. I call her ST.
So,
Sarah
so
told McKinney.
the fundraiser and for the start to you, everything you send all that documents.
Yeah. I said because any money we receive, we put the aggregate amount in the financial report. They call it income, financial income, and then the
It's
expenditure.
everything
And
is
then we
in the
give the
financial.
breakdown. Yeah, and then the breakdown or how we spend the money. Everything is there in the financial report. We've been giving financial report all the time. We were there. We send a financial report out to the board, and then my vice president, Asika, send it out to the local chapters.
Every money you
Then
collected, every money you collected is
each
owed.
and every cent we collected was accounted for. Even on this your show here, one time we were talking about the financial report. You remember one time he said why he said that we mentioned that Change Station Network put their own financial report, our financial report.
Mhm.
I think that was about 2 years ago. We were talking about that here.
Okay,
And
so
then somebody was saying,
if you are
eh?
joining us, if you are joining us, those of you who just joined us, the former president of the Grand Union Association, Mr. James Iboti, if you allow us to open the line that's left with him for to receive calls, will you be willing to receive calls?
Yeah, after we finish with our introductory statements,
Yeah.
then you can open the line.
All right. Let
So,
me let
or
me
if you are exhausted with your questions, then I will end it with my statement. Then you can open the line.
okay, go ahead.
You done with your questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, these
So,
are
well,
basic questions. The year, the money. You're giving us information up front. There's that people send document over, and they CC you in the process. So these are things that 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 these are information we need because people got it in that they're not even going for. I think they say you went in front of the transitional team one time, and from there you refuse to appear in front of people.
no, that's not true. The time they called me, I went there, and I told them that I instructed my officers to turn over all the appropriate documents.
Okay.
And Mr. Carr said he did. Stephanie Forte said she did. I just told you that Japa said he left his document in the hall when they called police.
But
He got
Java secretary
discouraged.
for all that years,
He said he got discouraged about the whole thing. He just went to
no,
the
for
hotel. The next
secretary,
day he
no,
went.
the paper what he was writing that day, he been secretary for how many 4 years? Other people left in the hall.
That's what he said. He said he left everything in the hall. But what I'm saying, the same report that he had, that's the one Stephanie had, that's the one Asika had.
But that
It just
report,
had a little.
Stephanie High that time was just for the
No,
contract
Stephanie
and this and
was
that.
she was Ways and Means chairman now, so she got document for the projects and things we're undertaking. For the
Oh,
statue, for the library, and for the basketball court. You remember just from there they went to Zwedru in the mud, and then
yeah.
when they broke ground, they started molding cement and all that. So she emailed everything to eat it. So basically, that's the same thing Japa had, and I think the
Okay.
Asika had.
Go
Either
ahead.
receive it though, either
Go
receive
ahead.
those things.
Go ahead and speak to the people. From there, then I'll open the line. People will call in. And those who will call in, they will be told to be respectful to that. You come, you ask your question. If Mr. Yubote want to answer it, you answer it. If you don't want to answer it, he's not forced to answer your question. So, Mr. Yubote, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Double. Thank you, everybody that listening. Like I said, I came out here to clear the air because we do things for the future. Madam Edith Poor, president, recently she on the show, Prince Double show, Daniel Fremont show, Ubote did not cooperate with transition thing. That is not true. We gave our cooperation. My Ways and Means Chairman Stephanie Forte, doctor, email the projects and things we're doing to her. My vice president did. And I will here, I instructed my secretary and my treasurer to turn over what they got, or they told me they didn't do it. So I went and checked the email system. I found all the financial report and I emailed them to Madam Cyril McKinney, just so that they will know we turned everything over. We did not or refuse to work with transition team. We worked with them. I gave my instruction. I did not hear anything. So I was under the impression that everything was all speak and span until I heard Idipua talking a few months ago, Madam President, that we didn't cooperate. I said, what are you talking about? I thought this transition report thing was over. But anyway, that is behind us now. We have come to campaign time. Idipua, Madam President, is running again. Otavia Gilmore, Slice, Josephine Slew, Idipua, I say, where. Me right here, former president of Grand Yide Association, just before the campaign season took hold, a lot of my supporters came to me. What are we doing, Iboka? Are we in the race? We're going to be in the race. And I told them, no, I will not be in the race. I'm not interested. And so I did not get in the race. But then when I go look, I see that one of my strong supporters, Josephine Slew, got in as vice president to Otavia Gilmer. So she called me to give her my support. I said, okay. But then after I stated that, a lot of my other supporters who were saying to me, oh, I told you, say you're not going to be in the race. So saying you're not in the race, you should stay out of it. How can you, So I look into it long and hard. And I said, right now I feel like I'm the twin father. I'm the father for all my children. My children are divided. So even if I will support one of my children, I should not open the account and be talking about it. Let me just stay out of it. Let me stay neutral. So that's a route I'm taking right now. May the best thing win. If Idepoa win, fine. She was there for 2 years. She wanted to prove herself to do something for us for the next 2 years because she didn't have the chance to do it for us in the past 2 years, so she would do it for us in the coming 2 years. Who knows? I wish her well. Otavia Gilmore coming with a long list of things on the platform. I'm hoping and praying also that he will prevail because he has a lot of good things on his platform. But James Bote is saying he should not go a loggerheads with his children who are divided in both camps. They mean play the part of a twin father and what? If I show up in Louisville and God give me the privilege to vote, I go in the voting booth. My vote is my secret. Somebody say, "Oh no, you Louisville, Mister. You voted. You already said you voting for Otavia because of Josephine." That's what somebody said. So I told the person, and I'm telling you right now, in the Holy Bible, the star was rising from the east. So the wise man came tracing the star, and King Herod said, "Hey, where you guys going?" He said, "Oh, King," they said, "there is a king that is born, and we're going to worship or to carry our gift to the newborn baby." King Herod said, "Oh, okay. After you see the baby, come back and tell me where he is so that I will go to and worship the baby." So they went, they carried a gift to the new baby Jesus. After they finished seeing the baby, the angel appeared to them. Don't go back to King Herod, go the other way. So they were wise, they wiser than me. If they can make one decision or come up with another decision, how will me just a knucklehead like me, somebody who don't know nothing. I'm not saying that I will not vote. I'm just saying I want to stay out of the election process. You guys carry on and may the best team win. I don't want to be part of the noise. When you go run your campaign, please keep me out of it. Let me sit down here and concentrate on
Oh,
me and my
you
health.
already endorsed Miss Josephine Slew. So, and then why you want to stay out of it now?
Let me
You
stay out
spoke
of
in
the
the
election
Bible.
process.
What you
Let me
said that the reason you gave that Madam Josephine Slew is one of your strong supporters. So therefore, that you endorse them on Daniel's Freeman show. All of a sudden, you're saying now that wise man changes, so you're going to be in the middle. You're not going to campaign for someone that you said we should, what other people should go and vote for. That you endorse. You say you got a lot of followers. That your followers, so you're going to leave your followers in the middle of things after you finish telling them, say, go
My
and go
followers
vote
are
there.
split.
Then you
My
say
fellow are split. My followers are
you
split. They
still say
all
you still got
some on
more
either
followers,
side, some on Josephine or and Gilman side.
but you
I'm
think
saying I'm only one vote. I got
so
one vote.
you are saying that decision you made from the first, you made a mistake. It was an error.
I shouldn't have said that I will be campaigning for one side. No, I shouldn't campaign
Because
for
when you say your
anybody.
followers are all
I
split,
should be in the middle. I should be in the middle as a twin father.
so you made an
But
error.
then when I go vote, I can vote for who I want to vote for. I'm only one vote.
You made an error.
No, I'm when I go to vote, I'm not gonna allow
So
ourselves to vote for Joseph.
you made an error.
Hear me out, Mr. Double. If I go to vote, I'm still voting for Josephine. If my vote for Josephine benefit Otavia Gilmore, so be it. But I'm not gonna campaign for anybody. I will stay out of the campaign process. Let them play it out. That's
You
what I'm
endorse
saying.
a man, so and you got your other followers. Why can't you encourage them to go and vote for him? Why you want to stay out of
Yeah,
it?
they go vote for him. Fine. He has a good
Support
platform.
your sting out of 8 million to defeat Josephine.
No, 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 no. Otavia Gamer has a good platform. So does Idepoa too. Idepoa says she won't pay.
Why you can't sell his platform? Help him to sell it. Why you want to be in the bank? Who are you afraid of?
Oh, Otavia Gamer never helped me to sell my platform before when I was
Or
running for
Josephine
president.
Slew? Josephine Slew.
And I say I'm voting for her. It's not enough. I'm not lying here to say I'm not voting for
She
Josephine.
stole your platform. Josephine
Huh?
campaign for you.
Where I am right
So
now, I'm
why can
retired.
you campaign for her? What do you mean retire? You retire because you
I
endorsing
am
people?
retired.
We're gonna retire general. We're gonna
I
retire
am
general. Be telling people
retired.
what to find guns.
I came out here to tell the people that my transition report was given. That's the main reason I'm here for. Now you want to change the topic to Idepoa and Josephine Slew or Otavia Gamer. You're trying to change, you're trying to flip the script on me like the American people will say. I did not say that I'm not going to vote for Josephine. I still maintain that I will. I'm just saying that I don't want to be in the middle of the
I
campaign
know from
process.
also you say that information you endorse the lady. Your followers will follow you. Now you are saying you're not you're just going to vote on election day.
That's it. When I show her, if I show her in Kentucky, I already
And you say
registered.
your followers are split. Some on Slew side, some on young West side.
Yep. They are.
Now
And I don't want
the
to
one
go
that
a lot of
the
help.
one that on Josephine side now you're going to lead her in the middle because you say I'm not going to campaign again.
No, what I'm saying, I don't know when I will meet these people tomorrow. You never know what the future brings. I don't
Who
want to go
people?
and be a locker here with them.
Who
I
people?
don't want to be a locker with them. So let me stay out of the campaign
Who
process.
people? Who people?
When time comes to vote, I go vote
So you go there,
for
are you
who I
hearing
want
me?
to vote. Yeah, I'm
Are you
hearing you.
who people that you will meet tomorrow?
Oh, the constituents that is split. I'm sure you can see that people are split on the side of Otavia
I
Gamer
don't
and on
know.
the side of
I don't know if your supporters are split.
they are. Some on Josephine's side, I mean some on Otavia Gamer's side, some on Idepoa's side. It is not a hidden secret. The last time some of them had live video talking about me, this that I refused to listen to it. I didn't know some people say they were talking. No, no, no. I beg you. I ain't hear the call. No, they said they were talking about me,
Your
but I
former
didn't listen
president,
to
why you
it.
don't want
Though
to call names?
I
Who
didn't
made
listen to it. So long you were talking behind me, you didn't come in front of me to talk. It mean you were
or
not intended for my
you know
ear.
who are talking behind you now?
I'm not here to call no name.
Is
I'm
it
not here.
because of the transitional team that Edith said you did not make report, and then you said Christopher Kuya, DJ Chris, aka went into Zweyu and did a video of the statue and gave it to me to play on my tape? Is this why you turn against the poor Yangwa team? I mean,
That's a lot of contributing factor. I swear to God, if DJ Craig had not done that to come and condemn my statue project, I was in a corona, walking up and down from plane to plane. If DJ Craig, I even came Kentucky and on that same statue thing. I raised my $7,500 to buy a vehicle for raffle. I did all of that. Only for DJ Chris to come on print double show to denigrate what I did. He didn't have to have given me the paper.
is that why you
That
don't?
those are the reasons that I say, oh no, because I was leaning towards giving either the chance to go for second chance, point blank.
Or
I
when
really
they did
was.
it, when they did it,
After the
elected.
day that I had me discouraged, it's like what this thing, what I nearly died for. That's all.
How did you know that was DJ Quiz that gave me the video? I Siobhan Taru on the ground too. Why you only accusing the past thing
The
against
people in
the video?
Israel say, well, DJ Craig, who were there with the video, taking
But
video
Siobhan
camera.
was there with the video too. Siobhan
Yeah,
Taru.
but Sivan called her name. Sivan said Sivan Taru.
So
Sivan
then,
Taru.
so do you know who gave me the video?
DJ Chris sent the video to Edith, and I wanted as soon as Edith forwarded it to you.
So you don't think
We are
Siobhan Taru?
logical people. We logical people here.
You don't think Siobhan could give me the video too?
Sivan will not give you
Friend must be
DJ
friend.
Chris video.
Eh?
Sivan will not give you DJ Chris video. Sivan gave you Sivan's video.
Siobhan, but the video that I show, you saw DJ Chris in the video.
He the one talking. Yeah, DJ Chris
How
was
did you
there.
know? You saw him in
He
show.
was doing a commentary. He was doing a commentary.
So
He was doing his comment. I was hearing your voice.
you heard his voice,
Yeah, exactly.
and then you assumed right away what DJ Chris.
I know that it was in that. I
And then
assume.
you saw Siobhan on a video too.
Yeah, I heard Savon and I saw her. I heard her voice. And the plus the people that were in the room, my guy that there, he said DJ Chris was there.
You still
The
got a
secretary.
guy. You still got a guy at the statue guiding it for you.
The artists that were there, he's not employed for me, but because he worked with me, so we have that personal relation. Because he worked with me, so we have that personal relation. He's there. He always come to keep me posted on what have you. You know DJ Chris. Do you know that DJ Chris and Jefferson Solo are in Zwerdu right now
Yeah,
as
the
we
one who
speak?
buried Josephine's
They
mama.
went there instead of burying Jefferson Solo's mother. They were on the radio station on James Bote's name again. So I say, oh, but wait a minute, though. They came here to bury Joseph.
What you mean they on your name? What were they singing about
How I
you?
left the GGA account negative, how I ate the money,
How
how I
did you
didn't
get
do
to know
that.
that? How did you get to know? I got a radio
Somebody
station.
was listening, they put me on, and I was listening to them. I was on the show in Zwerdu the past Monday. You know, I got admirer all over the place. So I said, but why would they come to Zwerdu instead of concentrating on what they came here for? Then they left it to jump on James Bote's name. I mean, Jefferson Solo mother's passed away. May her soul rest in peace. He's a good son from leaving Atlanta to go away Zwerdu to bury his mother. I really like that about him. Why you don't just stick to that? Bury your mother and get out of there, or you won't go radio station. Tell them I'm Chief of Side of Mother Edith Poa. She has sent her greeting. Your hello, everybody. We're doing this, we're doing that,
Maybe during
and
the
we trying to
interview
do
you are
this.
saying all those things, and somebody asking us questions.
No,
It's funny you
they
put
just
on
know
like
they started volunteering the information. You got the people in Zwerdu don't know. The people in Zwerdu don't know. They started volunteering no information. They make me
how you
look
know the
bad.
police, but you don't know the police.
So
But you
so
know,
I'm saying
the
because
people
I
in
was listening
Seattle,
to the show.
the police in
Somebody
Seattle, they
called
listen
me.
to our show too. So maybe
They
they
call
probably
it
heard it on the show.
Top FM.
I
I was
understand, but
listening to
Mr.
the show.
Yibote, maybe somebody listened to these shows and then they call in on the show that they got and they ask the question, so the guys have to explain it.
Whatever the case is, they simply were saying we didn't come here for that. Uvote is in the past. We are going ahead.
Or
We are the
you want to tell the
administration.
people
We want for re-election. You talk to your people to re-elect us. That's what they should have said instead of carrying my name over there. And you know, I don't have anything against that. All I'm saying, I still maintain that if I show up in Kentucky and I go in a voting booth, you can assume that I voted for Jefferson Flu. That's a sure
so
vote for her.
can we now say tonight on the show here, I can read a headline tomorrow that James Yibote have joined his support for the Gilmore Slew team?
When I'm voting for Josephine Slew, then is that you call that withdrawing my support?
Yeah, your endorsement, you join it.
Yeah, but I'm
playing
still
the twin
voting for
father
them
role right
though.
now. You're
I'm
playing the
still
twin,
voting for them. I'm still
but
voting
then you're
for
not
them. So
playing
how
the
did
twin,
I
then you're
withdraw?
not playing the twin
No,
father
I
role.
said I don't want to go around on the campaign process. Let them keep me out of it. But when I show up in Kentucky and go vote, I'm voting for Josephine.
Then your supporter who's playing what you say you're playing the twin father role for. You finish telling them now that you went.
I said that before, and I'm still maintaining it. I'm only saying that I don't want to
Your
be
other
in the
children on the
campaign
other side
process.
will be your other children on the other side will be offended now. They'll be offended by what you're saying.
The reason I'm voting for Josephine.
You start calling Mr. Yibote, your lead a man to speak, man.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen to me.
Hold
Hold on. I'm gonna put my phone on do not disturb. Hold on, I beg you.
Somebody calling you. They start calling you.
Hold on, I'll put on do
Maybe
not
that your other
disturb.
children from the other side calling you to say why you did that. Why you rejoin your endorsement. But let me play the man music, my people.
I'll put it on do not disturb.
Remember this song when they used to bring you in the hall, then you don't know how to dance like me. What you doing? You dance
Okay.
That's an old song, and that song has been overplayed.
this song to all the parties around here. So
Yeah, that song have been overplayed. That song play. You know that song they were playing the little Putu, not Putu, what they need, the Sapo people, the queen, the girl who won with over almost $20,000. They kept playing the song over and over and over. It was an inspirational. She was just dumping the money in the play. Yeah. So what I'm seeing here, and I'm repeating myself, I don't have nothing against Edith. I don't have nothing against Octavia, but I'm only one vote. I'm hoping and praying that the best person will win and we'll all go to the inauguration. It will all be good and dandy for Grand Jede Association. But I don't want to be in the middle of campaign here, campaign there. I'm going out there rubbing shoulder with my children. No, I shouldn't do that. I'm like twin father. But by the same token, I only got one vote. I got only one vote.
mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
One vote, and you redo your endorsement tonight. So as we speak, Mr. Jubote, we're leaving from here, has not endorsed anyone yet.
Mr. Yuvote is voting for Josephine Slew, who voted for him.
But
Let's leave from here with that.
I know that some people from either side vote for you. Either gave
Oh, a
you
lot of them voted for me. What are you talking about?
They gave you $1,000 that night.
A lot of them, a lot of people who supporting Eden now. You remember our margin of victory in Minnesota was 377.
Yeah.
A lot of people who are voting for Eden right now voted for me. And I see all of that. I shouldn't be running campaign against them. Let me stay out of the campaign
But this is the
process.
woman who took her and $1,000 and gave it to you to
She
carry on
said
your
she was
project.
doing it for education purpose to help build the library. The library project will come here next. So thank God it's in her hand now. Hopefully she will build it. I'm hoping. I know she will.
Or would
Her
you
name
do you
Tanya.
and you would just do that? She got your mom's name too.
If my campaign team say we should do it, and I were to lose, I would have done it. I'm sure before she did it, she had a discussion with her campaign team, and they said she should turn it over. So I noticed that there are a lot of campaign teams here in America after election over, they turn the money over. So it was not the first time for somebody to do that. That it was the problem
Or
that
for
put.
typical like African Liberian to do that. It's my first time saying it though.
Well, it happened. It was not the first time for it to happen.
Or
That a campaign team lost and they turned the money over to the government.
did
It
you
was not the
appreciate that
first time.
you did it?
You know what it mean? You remember Jesse Jackson Jr.?
No, those are American people. I say typical African men, Liberian, West African, Liberian from Africa, to take campaign after the B and take the campaign money and give it to you. Have you heard it? Oh, Jesse Jackson in America, the Paris in American
No, I
democracy.
was about to say that was what happened in trouble the last time because campaign you didn't turn the money over, he started using it on your own. So they brought a criminal charge against him and locked him up. I was about to say Jesse Jackson Jr. That's how he lost his position.
You think we're gonna happen to Edith if she don't gonna tell me?
No, of course not. Of course not. It was not gonna happen to her. I mean, we appreciate it. Edith said she brought the money for education purpose because she was not in favor of the
But
statue.
this is a woman who
She
support
wanted
your
us.
education. This is a woman who support your education program. You're not supporting her. And to me, you're not look at all these things the woman did for you, give you that her
What all the
campaign.
things she did? What all? What's
Give
that?
you the campaign money, Mr. You will take give you thousand
Man,
dollars.
please, Mr. Dog, let's talk something else. The woman said she brought the money so that when we're building the library, it will be a donation towards the education purpose.
What did you
Okay, thank you. We didn't get to the library, but now the library project is in
what
her
did you
hand.
do with the $1,000 saying you didn't get to the library?
We turned over almost $14,000, so that $1,000 is in the mix. It's
Or you want
among
to
them.
start taking that money where we raising
Yeah,
again?
because it was $2,000 and change left in the account, or $1,000 was still laying there, and we made about $13,000 up to the time they call police. So her money is still there. It turned over to her, so she can go build a library and use the money. She when we went to our PA meeting here, I remember her asking me whether her name was on the statue base. So I said, "Oh, but why either you wanted your name on the statue base? Why you didn't say so?" I swear to God, if she had said so, we're gonna put her name on. But
the
because you were
woman
not
who
in favor of
donated
the
that kind of
statue
money,
thing, so
the
she didn't
woman
say
who
nothing.
donated that kind of money to you couldn't have put her name there.
Why would I put it there when she was not in favor of the statue? Why would I put her name on the project?
All the
She's
people
not in
who names
favor.
you put on that statue, they are in favor of it.
Yeah, they didn't complain. All the people who near put it, they are in favor of the statue. Right now, the statue is the number one star spot in Israel right now. Everybody that go to Grand there, they got to pass by the statue. Or
So
Lofa County people think when they went there to do the preliminary or whatever, they went to the statue. Grand people when they were coming to Moravia, they passed to the statue. Silu Do was just there recently crying. When she was coming back, she called me crying,
should have gone there
telling
when
her thank you.
you should have gone there when they were doing the thing. Not a those children went there. That was a disgrace on their part.
They were in London, as you know, they have a
They
medical
could have
problem.
gone there. That's what I said. One of them could have
Ah,
flown there.
well, no, they were there. The other one called Vanny was there. He spoke. Vanny Doe was there.
Where is
Vanny
Vanny?
Doe was there, but he's not a known person, so people didn't recognize him like that. He's not known, but he was there. Vanny Doe, he actually spoke. I saw him speaking, but you don't know him like the way you know Mami, Junior, Silu, and all of that. Right now, we're trying to see if the new guy that just came to look exactly like President Doe to see if he can go to Zwedu for May 6th celebration.
And take the picture with take a picture outside the statue.
Yeah, we're trying to see. He's saying that he doesn't have the means to go. If we can facilitate his travel, he will go. That's what he told me. So,
Are you stay involved with the statue?
what you mean if I'm so involved with the study? What does that mean?
Are you stay in charge of the statue? Are you stay
I'm
running?
not in charge of it, but if the people call me, if they cannot find help from anywhere, and they call me and I have the means to help, I help. Yeah, nothing legally stop me from assisting anybody in Grand Unit who calls me to help them. If anybody call me from Grand Unit for an assistant and I can afford to assist with whatever they have, I assist.
Suppose the
What
Grand Association tell you say don't get engaged with our statue, don't clean it, don't do anything with it.
the statue was turned over to the city of Zveru. It is Grand Unit Association built the statue, but it is not Grand Unit Association statue. It's a statue for Grand Unit. We turn it over to the people who built it for. You go out there, you buy the car for your little daughter. Then your little girl driving the car, she put some guy in it. Then you say, no, I don't want him in the car. That's her car. She can put in there if she wants. You can complain for all you want. The car for her, you get the key to her, say the car for you. Then you say, I don't want John Brown in your car. And she said, no, daddy, it don't work like that. The car for me, I can put John Brown there if I want to. We turn the statue over to the city of Zweru. If you right there, print double, if you looking at the statue and the light bulb went, or you say, oh, yeah, go $50, you change that light bulb. They will change it. They're not gonna say, oh, because Grand Youth Association say,
Or they say they
don't
call
do
on
it.
you,
Then
the city, you turn it over, they ever call you for help, or you just get do it.
sometimes they call me. I always talk with the assistant city mayor there. I talk to the artist, Paul Zonwie. He can call me. Paul Zonwie told me that since DJ Chris went there and did the video filming of the damages, and he said, "Oh, when I get back to America, we'll get back to you." He never got back to him. Eh. So what are we supposed? So when they call me, if I have the means to assist, I will assist. That's how God can bless you. You know, when your people need your help and you help them, God sees your heart. He will help you too. But when they call you, you won't be technical. You don't want to assist, even though you have the means to. Then when push kind of shove tomorrow, people will be technical with you also. You know, don't be technical when you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. It's
Okay.
not about technicality. It's about what can we do to help our people.
Okay.
That's the way I see it.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. That's good.
Yeah.
Or help issue and people back home and
Yeah. You help people back home. The last time when I was living as president of Grand of Kunabo District, I bought 8 photocopy machines that I sent to Grand Jade. It was not my business to do it. I did it because there was a need to do it and I could afford it. So I did it. I was not technical about it. If there's any damage at the statue, they call me and they call Prince Double or they call Grand Association. If any of us can assist, we assist. You're not gonna sit there and be technical, say, oh, why you didn't call this person? They saw that person, they saw the other person, but they call you. You the one they call to assist. So if you cannot assist, say, oh no, I'm not in it. I cannot assist, and you leave here alone. Don't give them technicality. And you understand?
Okay, so Mr. Yubote, I
Yeah.
think you cleared the air about the main thing tonight, the statute and the voting thing. They popped in there, but the main thing was
Transition
the
report.
transition report
Yeah.
and those documents that you compiled now. Can you compile them and just shoot one email to Madam Poa and say these are all the documents that you wanted, and this is it. Take it.
Madam Poa did not come to me to say anything. She came on your show. So I came on your show to say that we send the documents over to Sarah McKinney.
Let's say
And
she come to you
my,
and say she ready tomorrow and say, Mr. Yubote, will you do that?
yeah, I will. If she reach out to me, I will. I surely will. I can assure you. I sent all the documents of Sarah McKinney and my Ways and Means Chairman, Stephanie Forte doctor, sent her all the email. She got all of that. She just want to politicize it. That's all. Uh-huh.
She doing it for
If either call me, she knows my email. She wrote me a letter to say that the document I sent to Sarah McKinney, I should send them to her. I will send them to her. But she hasn't done it yet. She only said that I didn't cooperate with the transition thing. So I said, no, that's not true. That's not true. I called, what her name? Sarah McKinney. And I forwarded to her the document that I found. And I found out from Stephanie Forte, doctor. And she said she emailed documents to Edipo herself. And also my vice president emailed documents too. Only I told you the truth that my secretary said that when they called police, he got discouraged and left the hall, went to the hotel. He didn't come back until he went to Seattle, Washington. That's the truth I
I'm
told you.
thinking when you leave people for a certain period of time, you're leaving, you do a 10 over note and jot it there. That was supposed to come from the secretary. But apparently the
Yeah.
secretary
But
was
I told you what
everybody
the
in the house.
secretary said. The secretary said when they called police, he got discouraged about the whole thing and he left. I tell you what he said. I mean, I can't force him. I cannot force him, can I? They were
Yeah.
not supposed to call police. When they called police, the whole convention got into topsy-turvy. And we left it at that. So for lack of a better
So,
word, it
so
was like a coup.
you think we're gonna make more money that night when they're not gonna call the
They
cops?
had over 200, they had over 2,000 people there.
Where?
Over there, go to Europe, over 2,000 or close to it. And then I'm not talking about the people that were coming in the night for the ball, the non-Granadians and all that. And all the pledges and donations that were going to be made. We were made over 100,000. But they call police.
Who
They
did?
call police. Huh?
Who did I call the police?
You were there when they called police. Why are you trying to pick
All
my
the
mouth?
people who watching you know what everybody watching you go there. You cannot get information to the public. You cannot get information to me. Then you just to call me on the phone. Then you give me the information. But asking you who called the police. People watching you. You got all these people watching on YouTube and on Facebook.
No need to lie. It's not a hidden secret that the chairman of the board called the police. It's not a hidden secret. I don't know what the guy named the Constitution Committee man were talking. Apparently, so the chairman they didn't like what the man said, and then he went outside and called police. I don't know who advised him to do that. That was very wrong.
You know, the Constitution man spoke. The Constitution man spoke, and the chairman of the board came, and then he said he received the Constitution, and it was set up a committee to look at it. That when the whole house went out, people passing around, they want to check the mark from the man. So maybe he felt threatened, and he called the cops. You didn't see that? I can play the tape.
I was actually saying that I was swarmed with people telling me this and that, and then once I know it, I saw
I
you
got it
running outside to call police.
because he was
I
threatened.
was,
When you
okay.
were in that hall, when you were threatened, you're going to call the cops. You
I
yourself.
was not going to call the car. No, I was not. Because I don't see what kind of threat will come from my fellow
You saw the
Ghanaian
move.
from the
You
call
saw the people
police.
moving around, jacking the microphone from the
No,
main
I
man.
didn't see it. I didn't see that part. I didn't see that part. Like I said, I was sitting down there. You yourself right there posted some kind of picture with what her name? Othello Brown behind me,
Well, I
pointing a
got to
finger at
see.
me
I
like that.
posted. So you only look at your picture. You didn't look at the video that I
No,
posted.
no,
What?
because they swarm at me, and they got everybody pointing the finger at me. The
Okay,
only
yeah.
thing I saw the chairman running outside to call police. Like all I saw. I don't know
Well,
what happened just before you want to call police. But all I'm saying, we are all Granadian. We will have handled it right there. But look at the amount of money we lost, friends. We made almost 100,000. We lost all of that. Eh, we lost a lot of money. But anyway, on we go. Let's move on.
so who do you blame? Do you blame Edith for that?
No, why would I either call police? Why would I blame Edith for? I didn't blame Edith. Edith, I didn't even see Edith when they were calling police. Maybe she herself was way in the back.
So what would you say about the campaign chairman who continued to say that Edith and the bull called the police?
When did I say that?
I say the Gilman campaign chairman.
Oh, but I'm not Gilmore campaign chairman. Why
I
you
said, what
asking
would you
me?
say? What would you say to him? That's what I asked you. What would you both say to him
Oh,
when
that's
he
what he
tell you that?
said?
Yes, on his live.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear
That
him sing that.
Edith and the bull called the police on the on Grand.
Maybe you know why. I don't know. Maybe he got information I didn't get. Like I said, I myself had my own issue on the other side. People swarming, telling me, Mr. President, oh my God, I never heard that Mr. President so many times at that very instance. Is that I was just in the middle of there looking, move my head left and right, left and right, left and right. I don't know who idea to take.
The one Othello came over you to shop, and I don't know what he was telling you in your
I don't
ear.
know.
I think he wanted you to go take the microphone from the chairman and
Yeah,
tell
I
the
wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I would not go take microphone from the chair
so
and
you
man.
already gave the microphone over to the chairman, so the chairman was doing his job,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden, people start passing all over the place, and that was not a good saying in there. So
Mhm.
I guess the chairman felt
It was not.
threatened,
Yeah.
and
We
then he
still with all of that, man. We are clear by on you the door, you that door on you glue, call your more that you're not necessary for you to run so go call white people into our made. I was also all with that. Eh.
when
So
they were
that
going
will
to
not
harm
let's just say he saw him or he made an error and
when they're
let
going
move
to
on.
harm the man, when they're going to
How
harm
who are
the
gonna
man, what
harm
you
the
going to
man?
say?
Who are gonna harm the man?
The whole
Who are
was
gonna harm
chaotic.
the man?
First time people going jack for yes, some program you not go to program somebody can want jack microphone from your mouth.
Anyway, all I'm saying is a double that has passed. Let's move on.
But
We
we learn from
lost.
history now, so we
We
got to
lost.
talk
We
it. You
lost.
read
I know one
all
thing.
your
I know
book,
next time
all your
ain't
book you
nobody
read
going to
here are
call.
history book.
I know nobody going to call police again when we go to such program. I know that will not happen. So we learned from our mistake. We lost a lot of money, almost 100,000. We lost. So let's move on.
Estimating the money as 100,000, like
Yeah.
you are
I did
very
my
very
calculation.
sure.
You got almost 200,000. You got almost 2,000 people there. Everybody paying $50.
Well,
Five times.
the people that were in the hotels, you can't that they didn't want you can't. They told you that
Yeah, a lot of
everybody
people
pay
like
in the hall
King.
that they
Yeah.
were not even 200 of them in the hall
A lot of them
to the
like
money
King. I went
program.
by the list. I went by the list of people that registered to come vote.
So the way they send lists down for people to register, what we get 1,500, 1,200, or 1,300 people. When we come to the convention, we must say that 1,300
And
people
there will
can
be
come.
some people from Louisville who will come to the program too. Other than will be recruited. So anyway, Mr. Double, the water pass under the bridge already. Let leave that alone. Let move on. If you say anybody want to call in and ask me question, they can call in and ask me question. If not,
Mhm.
at least I made my point that I turned the transition report over. I'm appealing to Madam Idepoa, President. Please don't come here on the radio show. You both didn't cooperate with transition. No, that's not true, Edith. I did.
She
I
must leave your
told
name.
my I told my appropriate lieutenant to turn over transition report, and they did. My
She
ways
must
and
leave your
means
name.
chairman emailed everything. I myself, after I learned that my treasurer did not email to the transition thing, I emailed everything to her after I heard you talking about it. If you had just wrote me to say, Mr. Yvoti, up to now, your treasurer has not turned over the financial report you told him to. I would have done the research and turn it over myself, but you didn't say nothing to me. I only heard either talking on Print Double Show and I think Daniel Freeman show. That what got my attention. So sometimes I'm right here. You could even walk to my shop if you don't want to call me and tell me that how come you didn't cooperate with transition thing. Then I will say, oh, I'm sorry. I was saying it, but luckily for me, my vice president turnover report and my ways and means chairman turnover report way back 2023. So I don't know what you talking about within turnover report. I have no idea.
Mhm.
I don't know.
All right, thank you, Mr. Yubode.
So another thing you told me about, what was my take on Minnesota issue? You
Yeah,
asked me
what's
that
your
one
take
told me
on the
earlier.
Minnesota issue, the crisis in Minnesota? This is not the
It,
first
it,
time. This is not the second time. This is not the third. I think this is the third time.
and that is not good. I heard that it is before the board of director under the able chairmanship of Mr.
No, I think it's under the national first.
My suggestion. You asked me what was my suggestion, and I
No, I'm
said
telling you, the
okay.
case is in front of the national. It's not in front of the board yet.
Oh, okay. I thought they said they sent it to the board
No, they send it
because
to the
I was
board.
saying,
They send it to the board, and the board said, no, you got to follow the procedure. I had to send it to the national.
okay, he asked me for my opinion, and I said I think they should compromise because in Philadelphia, you will compromise at $40 per person. In Des Moines, Iowa, they say they're going for 120. They compromise at 35. Let them follow similar suit, compromise to maybe $40, $50. But if you ask me, $120, that's a lot of money. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna lie to you. How much I love Floyd George, $120.
They are in a meeting right now, Floyd Bobby, with some guys. They are
They
negotiating.
should not remove Floyd like that. Let them compromise on how much they should pay for convention for past meeting due to register and vote. Then they keep Floyd after national convention. They have the election and we get a new president. But for Bobby, Tony, an educated man like that, you can hijack the process and then people are condoning it. That's not right. That is not right. That part is not right. Let them compromise on how
Why you
much.
mean, man? Why you mean hijack it?
He didn't have authority to call meeting.
He wasn't the one called meeting.
No, no, the president should call a meeting according to the constitution. Did the president call a meeting? The president was in Des Moines and turning funeral or one of our strong members, either swap. When they call meeting behind the back and removing it, that's not right. Just listen to that. The man was attending funeral of a renowned member of Grand Association. Then you removing him. Jerry Kwame Nkrumah was in the Chinese people home touring when he heard from the people in Ghana that he no longer president. Something like that. That what happened to Floyd Joy. He was not in Minnesota when the people had a coup. It's a coup. When they had a coup behind his back.
But
Bobby told him,
they say a lot of them were not in Minnesota. They have to leave because of the meeting to go there. Bobby was there too. Bobby was in the hall. Judy was in the hall. Conflay was in the hall. Vivian Diane was in the hall.
oh, so they say, okay, Floyd Joy, yeah, let's leave him and go have our
It,
meeting. So
it was
Kuru, they
all of
ran
them were
back
in the
Minnesota.
hall, and they left that next morning because all of them knew about the meeting. Now they went back.
Ah, okay. No, I think the best thing to do, bring the price down. Floyd George remain president until after national election. Then when they go back, Floyd George don't want to be president again. They can have
So
election after
suppose
that.
Flaw say, so suppose Flaw tell people that he don't want to reduce the money.
No, no, Floyd not a dictator. They will put it to a vote in the meeting. They send the day in Des Moines. They will put it to a vote. The president of Des Moines say the price should be 120, and they put it to a vote in the meeting. It came down to $35. They do the same thing in Minnesota. Floyd George not gonna stand your ground and say it must be
But and
120.
they have to
No.
have a, and they have to have a meeting where they go in the meeting and then
And
do
he
that.
said they in meeting right now.
No, it's not everybody. They negotiating with the two guys, Bobby and Flaw, side to come together to have a see reason to
So that
fix
pissed
this
off.
thing with peace stuff.
That pissed off, so to speak. Right now they are either in Arkansas or they in Abuja or they in Accra.
It's a Liberian guy who called a crown guy who called it them. to that meeting.
Let them compromise it like
But
that. Let them.
according to Ggaa, according to Wayne Cooper, they say they been behind George to call meeting to appoint election commission. He been, and then they went on the phone with Dusty Kine, Ggaa, Kamati Dian, he, Milton Kine, and then he Floor, and they could not come to an agreement. So that Alice got there to negotiate, be the middleman, go to Floor, say, "We call meeting, let's have an election commission." And then he could not listen to Ellis, and Ellis got tired. He went back to the administration and told it. He went to the concerned group and said, "This guy is not compliant." Then they sent Cooper, Wayne Cooper, your chief of staff, tried to like mediate between the process. They could not get anything. So that's how he went. But so they were trying to get him to call meeting, and he was not doing it. So then the concerned group, Minnesota being like that before, they removed Emmanuel Tate, the late Emmanuel Tate, like that. When we
Yeah,
just came to the US.
yeah. I remember
Yeah.
Emmanuel Tate, yeah.
98.
Emmanuel Tate, our cousin Baum husband.
Yeah. Baboon
Mm.
and Marcus.
Ziri. Mm.
Yeah. So they removed him like that. He was the president. He had just gone 1 year and a half. He was not calling meeting. When he called meeting, they don't come. So the group met, and then they told him they called a meeting in the Willow Park area, Brooklyn Park area. He didn't go there. And then the group moved him, and they pulled Washington Unit to be the interim leader. Then Washington Unit, after his term, they went to the meeting, and then they pulled him there. They elected him as election commission, and they had a meeting. And had elected Wayne Cooper. Wayne Cooper was president. Then from Wayne Cooper, then Kamati Dian, Atokana, Alexander
Bamu.
Bamu,
Yeah, Ellis Bamu.
Yeah. Then Mark Ggaa, Tano is union thinking.
Mm.
But it's been like that. It's not the first time. Minnesota they wanted to move Atokana for that thing one time. They said the man over state, they wanted to move the man, but I think it was smart. He called election. And then that meeting, he had a meeting to Baboon House, Margaret City House, where he elected, he appointed election commission because the pressure was on him now. So you don't want to be made shame. So he appointed. I think it was Elijah Sampson and somebody who headed that election. Then they, before even I thought then Kamati went to go for when the Katrina happened and people used to go to work there. Kamati was president at that time. He worked there. He spent 6 months. Kamati was there to put move.
and he was president.
Yeah, he spent 1 year. So they moved him. They put Isaac Connor. I think you know Isaac Connor.
Of course, I would not know.
Back home now. So he was Kamati vice president. They moved a man. So Kamati King went to that meeting and he said, "Look, I want to look for a job. Job in the high, so I want to look for a job. I didn't move. But I was there, but the vice president was taking care of things. We were communicating."
Isaac Connor was a vice president?
Yeah. They moved the man, put Isaac Connor. Isaac Connor, I mean, so after that, when Kamati explained his side of the story, they put on the story, the older people, then everybody came to they say, okay, saying he got 1 year, 6 months, I mean, six more months left, let Kamati end his 6 months. The how that day they moved, Isaac was behind the chair, conducting the meeting when everybody agreed. Isaac left the chair, Kamati took the chair and conducted the meeting, we ended the meeting. And Kamati ended his 6 months, and he had an election commission, he did that. So Minnesota is a radical neighborhood. It's a radical neighborhood. The people will tell you, and they did it to Mayate. And the people move Mayate. They let Johnny got it. They let Waterflan. They let Sarah Cooper.
Wow.
And then one of them still living now. Mamita Faro, Herata.
Oh, Herata used to be in Minnesota?
Yeah, probably Herata, I know him from. These are the people who made a decision. Those days, that no paper say when they want you to be president, you will be president. So that's how things went in our place. So Floor knew, and then what I heard from Floor, because I talked to the brother, he did not make that decision on his own. About $120. I think they had a meeting, they could not come out with a decision. Then he went to the board. He and the board, the executive and the board, made that decision about $120.
Mm-hmm.
So when people start to complain about the 120 I give it up there, you should have gone back to the members because the money for the money for them, they are their own money. When they say we
Mhm.
want to pay $2, that's their own money. You know what I mean? So you say, well, the board and the executive made a decision, but now what you say about it? You don't impose it on the people. That's why I had issue with him. But he was not the one who made that decision.
Mhm.
So that's about it, Mr. But so you want the people to put George back and then come to Kentucky here and when they go back before they have election.
They put George back and they
Yeah.
bring the price down from 120 to at least $50, $60. They reduce it, they compromise it, but George should remain as the president because he is the president. They shouldn't come there with Bobby. So they should give Minnesota an exception to registration because now they are resetting the rule. $10 per person that is just ridiculous. $10, no, that's ridiculous. It's a far cry from $120.
But the people say $10 goes, and then I think they say they collected a certain fee, right in the hall and paid a certain fees.
$10 too small. $10 too small. Well, again, none of my business. I'm not in Minnesota,
$10.
but I'm saying we're talking about compromise here. We're
Yeah.
talking about
So it
compromise.
will be give and take. It gotta be give and take. Floor gotta take
Yeah.
something. Okay,
Let
then when
it
the go gotta
compromise it, but let Floyd George remain the president. When they go back after the Kentucky election, then they can have election in Minnesota. That I
they
think
say,
that would be a
they say,
good way
they
to
say
go.
Prince Pine said Missouri paid $10.
Yeah, but they agreed to pay $10. So
They agree.
I'm saying the presidency 120. Some people pay 120. I think about 30% pay. So, but let them compromise it to let everybody agree to at least an amount. Contrast it with PA. We agreed to $40. Des Moines agreed from 120 to $35.
Our president came and said 120, and we talked to her with the meeting and voted on 50.
Exactly.
The
So let
reason
them
we
do
said
the same
50,
thing in Minnesota.
the
They should
reason we
not just
said 50,
remove the president.
the reason we said 50 is that because convention coming up, but we normally pay 20. But convention coming and people coming our time and things, so we get collect that money to be on standby and things so we can do that's why the reason we pay that money. But normally we don't pay that money. We pay $20 for an hour
Yeah.
president. Yeah.
So
But again,
so
again, Mr. Yubote, if you are overstay and then conflict coming, the people will uprise. It's like Charles Taylor. Taylor was not going to go into Ivory Coast with the war.
Sierra
Taylor,
Leone.
Taylor, no, Ivory Coast.
Oh,
He was still going to be the president. Taylor
if you're
went to
not
Sierra Leone 1990, but I'm talking about the 2000 war that moved Taylor. Taylor went in, he carried forces into Ivory Coast. So when Babo fought them back, and then they went behind them.
then you send model.
That led Model came from Guinea, Model came from Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
But he
You know,
went,
you know,
you're
you
not going to go into Ivory Coast. When Taylor forces were not going to go into Ivory Coast, he will still going to be president. Because he left
yeah,
with the
you can.
Liberian people, the Liberian people scared. Taylor was going to be
No, they
over.
scared. That what George was it, they wearing panty around
Yeah.
here.
So Taylor was still going to be the president now. The
Even
only
up to
reason that
now, because nobody
yeah.
gonna move me.
Taylor talking about 2030. So
Yeah.
the reason they moved Taylor is that he forces enter Cote d'Ivoire.
Mm-hmm.
And Gbagbo then with the French troops loaded the guys with arms and they came after him. They say, oh no, the guy want to disable the West
That it
Africa.
was Gaddafi was doing that. Gaddafi from Libya. He wanted to control the whole sub-region.
Yeah.
It was
So that's what
Gaddafi.
I'm saying. So now, if Floyd was going to agree on a reasonable amount, like $30, $20,
Yeah,
$30,
one hundred
you are
twenty.
still going to be president. Then they were
He's
not going to.
still the president. What do you mean he was still gonna be? He's still the
But there are
president.
two presidents now. They were not
No,
even going to
but
say.
they
They were
having
not going to
meeting
say.
right now though.
They were
Believe
not
you
going to.
me?
Okay, now they were not going to say we're moving here and have interim leader because
Be,
they were not
be,
going
be,
to think about it. He gone to the meeting, he certified them, they move on.
Believe you me?
Let's say
The compromise will be they brought the amount down and George Floyd and Floyd George is still the president. Okay, mark my word, that what will happen.
to next
That what
meeting
will
that
happen.
we're having,
They will bring the amount down
the
and,
secret meeting they're having here.
and Floyd George will still remain the president.
We're not going to
I
call
mean,
the location. I'm not calling the location of the meeting, because I don't want conflict Dion and my sister Vivian Dion Vivian right to go to the meeting. But the meeting is some kind of error in the booking. Say
So
no error there.
so that's what I'm saying. Back to my issue here. I don't want to be in the middle of campaign against my sound supporters. Let me stay out of it. Some of my supporters are going live talking things about me. I didn't listen to any of the live, but people told me that they were. I'm not ever gonna listen to it. The way I see it, if you got something to say to me or about me, can't say it to me. But so long you don't say it to me, you say it beyond me on your lie, I'm not gonna listen to your lie. I won't hear it. I didn't hear it. But I got the gist that you are not happy that I'm soundly on the other side campaigning against the person you are supporting. When I told you I'm not in the race, and I
The
think
chair,
it makes sense.
the chairlady were angry. You call her name on the show. Chairlady, Madam Etokweja.
I heard she was lie, but I didn't listen to a lie. I'll
You
never
were on my
listen to
show.
it.
She said you.
No, no, no. Please don't tell me. I don't. I didn't listen to it. I don't want to listen to it. Yeah, I
But why
think
did
if
you
she
call her
had.
name? Why did you call her name on
No, I
the
didn't
show?
call her name derogatorily. I said that because of Corona, we didn't have convention 2020, 2021, and 2022 when we're going to Kansas City. One of our little brother Alfred Donald disappeared in Grand City, and he happens to be the cousin of Mana Etokwe, and Etokwe live in Kansas City. So a lot of people didn't come because of that. All I said. I didn't say nothing bad about her.
Etokwe put it one line in there. Etokwe.
Eh?
Put her last name there. Etokwe.
Because I didn't put Etokwe J. That was
Oh,
your
you just
man. I
did it. No,
didn't
I'm
put.
not saying. I don't know what you said to her,
Oh.
but
No,
I
that was
heard
all
that
I
you.
said. That was the Daniel Freeman recording is that. That was all I said. I
But,
myself, I'm from.
but then why
I'm,
you didn't why you didn't go on the show to clarify it? Because she were on that. She and Donald Taddy had a
I
show.
didn't
That's why.
listen to it. I didn't listen to it. I heard they were talking about it.
But
I
you
didn't.
asked like, but you should call the woman and ask the
I
lady.
didn't. No, no, no. The one thing that I did, I called her name derogatory. She's supposed to call me, but she didn't call me. She went live. She expressed herself. Okay, good for her. I didn't listen to it, and I don't intend to listen to it. I heard that other people went live too talking about me. I didn't that. That's how I am. Oh. If you talking things about me, I don't want to hear. I don't listen to it. I rather don't hear it.
Then you need to stop that because these
I
women
rather,
stoop
I
in the
rather
rain.
don't hear it.
Those
I
women
rather
stoop
don't
in the
hear
rain
it.
because you will tell
So
those women, listen now, that particular woman stood in the rain to call cry
what
right
are
there
you
for
talking
you
about,
to go
Prince?
for you.
I did
So
not
when you
say nothing
said,
bad about her.
but my point here, Mr. Yubote,
Mhm.
you you say that your style. This is your supporter. Someone who support me,
I
put a
didn't
leg
say
on the line,
nothing bad
but
about her.
you're not giving me chance.
Okay, go ahead. Go
If
ahead.
someone who supported me,
Hmm.
who were with me all the time,
Hmm.
they probably misunderstood what I said. And when they
Hmm.
are saying something, I will call them and talk to them.
Because I didn't hear what they said. Why would I call her and talk to them?
Oh,
If
you
she
didn't
thought
hear
I
it?
said anything bad about,
You
she's
didn't hear
supposed
it,
to
but
call me.
you didn't hear it. People didn't tell you.
They said she was talking about me. I said,
But
okay,
you
if
just
she
said they
thought that
say.
it's important, she will call me. But she didn't call me. She has not called me. And she's not the only one. Other people are talking about me too. They didn't bother to call me to say anything to me, so I left it alone. Because I feel that it's not important to them. There are some other people who I really love and respect for their support to me, who were talking about me instead of calling me to say, oh, I heard you say this, you say that. Then
No,
I will explain.
you just said
I rather don't hear it.
Kansas City, and then the woman nephew or the woman family person
Listen,
went there, and then she got angry.
that was all I said. That was all I said. Go watch Daniel Freeman show. Maybe she didn't watch it or said somebody just told her. I said we didn't have convention 2020, we didn't have convention 2021, and 2022 came that same week. One of our brother, Alfred Donner, disappeared in Kunebo, and he happens to be the cousin of Eto Quay. And because of that, Etokwe and other people were not able to come. So we didn't make money there. That was all I said. What a bad thing I said about her there. Isn't that the truth? You were there. You were in Kansas City, Prince. You were
Why
there. Where were you?
why me at the didn't come?
Because you were bereaved.
It took
I
quick
said
cook
she
bunch
and
of
other
food.
people couldn't come. I said
It
they
took quick
couldn't
cook a
come.
lot of bunch of food and carry the Urukara house. I was standing around on
Oh, I
the
don't know
side
that.
of the
I
car.
don't know. I don't know that. I don't know that. I was not there when she was carrying the food there. I didn't know that. I know they
No, but
carry food in the hall.
you should
Mhm.
have quiet. You got to call the woman and talk to the woman.
No, 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 no. If she thought that there's something wrong to her, she's supposed to call me. I thought she
The woman
went and
cook.
expressed
The woman
herself.
cook.
She came on. Okay, okay. Let me a
I
double,
stood there that day. That
please.
time what I think happened, I had a live video and I saw that lady coming down with the
Okay,
children
me.
there and her
That's
to the
cool. I
putting the
like
food
that. I
in the hall.
tell her. I
Then
tell her. Thank
she
you.
told me that she will not come in the hall. I greeted her
And
right there.
she didn't tell me that she wasn't coming, but I assumed she was not coming because of the situation she was in. I mean, I'm not a dummy to assume that she
So
was going to
all
come.
your friendship and the loyalty, everything you go through the window.
If I see her in Kentucky, I will speak to her, but I'm not gonna call her and ask her why did you talk about me. No, I don't even know that she talked about me because I didn't listen to the show.
But you say
I
people
did
told
not.
you.
Yeah, people told me that she was talking about me. I said, okay. If she thought that it's important for me to hear it, she will tell me herself to tell me what she got to say about me. You
But
know, that how I
You
am.
go take that's just me, someone who stood under the rain. I got that woman video.
So
I
I
see
supposed to
it.
call her and say, oh, I heard you were
Yeah,
opening doors. So what were you saying about me? That
yeah.
what I supposed to do?
Call and say maybe she'll misunderstood what you said. Man, I want to say. I just did it a few days to my sister Orito Tape.
Mm.
Kuya, eh? Orito Kuya. She
Mhm.
made a video where she called my name in the video. She didn't understand what happened on my show. I called her. I just said, it's not what's going on. And we settled it right there. Because she's one of
Okay.
my friends. She's one of my supporters. She watched my
Okay.
show. So she had these things about me. So I have to do that.
Okay.
This woman, I just came from Brooklyn and what am I playing or what am I and New Hope, and I arrived with my mom, and it was like a raining that morning, you know that, and I took all the thing to do a live. That was the first time I ever had Prophet Key on my show. He came live. He told me he sent a request. I clicked on him, and he said that people are singing. They are singing Warrior song that morning. That why I made me to click on the show. They were on in front of the play. You both you. So call that woman. That's just my advice.
Thank you. Thank you for the advice,
Yeah,
Prince.
thank you too.
Thank you very much for the advice.
Yeah, call
So,
her.
like I said, you say
That
anybody
your
want
sister.
if anybody want to call in and ask me question or
The phone
say,
froze. People saying you praying won't open the line, the phone froze. The phone has issue.
oh my
And
God,
that's why I want another phone. I need to buy me another phone. I will order one
your
phone and put a chip inside.
your phone not working, Prince. I mean, I'm out here we talking stuff. You say you told me so you wouldn't mind if people calling. I say I don't mind. I hope
I
you
didn't
don't.
mind, but the thing of
Look,
technology.
to everybody listening here, I'm not in cahoots with Prince. I didn't tell him that you shouldn't call. You want to
But why
call,
would
you
you
want
want
to
to
ask
be?
me any question,
You know,
we
you're not
talk.
going to be. I don't join Kohu with people because I'm say,
Mhm.
man, you must have told something about tell the people in the front.
Yeah, so I mean, I hope you're not gonna come across so then like I'm the one who don't
No,
want to
man, my
talk to
phone froze.
anybody. No,
I
that's not
didn't
true.
want to face
But let it write the text, let it write the comment, you read
yeah,
it.
yeah. So the phone. Somebody see the phone there. I got to do that. Yeah. So the comments I reading here, Mr. Yubote. They can write a comment. I can put it out here. And but that with that and let me see from my sister Princess Trinity. I'm watching the show. He lie on the old boy, man. Eto. Oh my eto kwe. Your supporters are angry with you, man. You need to call them, man. Princess, then I can remember that Princess was in the car. I had an accident when I was doing U-boat. I was counting it, but I was on the commission, so I was, you can remember that day?
Yeah, it will
Yeah,
lie.
yeah, it was
And that's the
live.
reason why it was because for me to tell Princess thank you that why I didn't read my inaugural speech. You remember? I gave you my inaugural speech and you posted it. I said, no, let me just tell my supporter thank you. I won't read inaugural speech. And I pointed Princess out. She even stood on the clap for her in the hall. Because I didn't read my inaugural speech because of that. She also tell Princess, thank you. So what do I do? Go there and go be clashing with Princess running campaign here and there. I'm on the other side, Princess on the other side. What they getting? Sophie Jar on the other side. What her name? Solange. A lot of people, my people play
No,
all over the place.
Solan with you now. Solan with Gilmore.
My people play all over the place. I can't run campaign against them. My beautiful queen, Helena Cole, on the other side. Down over there running campaign again. Nah, man, I won't do that in my real conscience, man.
But
I
you
won't do that.
So when you endorse the sleuths, the Gilmore sleuth, and any of them call you and ask you why you did that?
So many of them. So
You're
many of them.
discouraged.
So many of them. So I say, okay, you know the best thing, let me just stay out of it. I'm twin father. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If I show up in Kentucky, I'm voting for Josephine. If my vote for Josephine benefit Otavia Gilmore, so be it. But Josephine voted for me and she in the race. I'm voting if Marco V. Manuel. If Manuel were in the race, I'm gonna vote for Manuel. I'm going to vote for her because she was my sound supporter. She was very loud. But of all the people who voted for me, the person who is in the race is Josephine Slew.
So you're
But
voting for
like I
Josephine
said,
sleuth.
I shouldn't be going around running campaign. Why by my voters are split? Let me stay
Somebody
quiet.
wrote here that you're going to be campaigning on a cover.
You know, the people say in the forest, the tree fall, woo, wah. But nobody here dare to hear it fall. Did it fall? That's different. It's the same thing. I'm not gonna go ahead and run campaign. Why by Sophie Ggaa is on the other side, Princess Pine is on the other side, who else? Helen Kuse, Zidi on the other side. No, Helen, I can't do that, man. I can't clash with those people. Let me just go sit down. Let me sit
Gibson
down.
say you want to come on. Can I send you the link?
Oh yeah, so long you come to be respectful, you're not coming to think that he know him more than everybody. So long you come here like that, fine. Yeah, I'm
When
your
he,
guest now, so you gotta protect me. In
yeah,
case you want to come on.
that's why I asked you first. Saying you say I'm getting the
I'm
link.
not afraid of Gibson. Gibson want to come, he come. you know.
You're not
Yeah,
afraid of
Gibson
Gibson.
why should I be afraid of him for what?
Why should I
What
shy?
reason? Why should I be afraid of Gibson?
Why would Mr. You would be afraid of Mr. Gibson Jeru?
My God, say you were more when you fire, but you know, son, man. Eh?
Okay, let me play Mr. Yubote's song here.
Play another one now. Don't play that same one. Play DK Nyanga. Yeah.
Ao,
I didn't
aku
want
America uwo.
to
Nanya
talk about.
yose siyoko. President Jim Yuboti. Madwe mamu. GTA.
Yeah.
Can you hear the song?
Yeah, I can hear it. Let Gibson come on if you want to.
Gibson coming. It's gonna be a tough 20 minutes before we leave.
Okay. Good.
Nigeria Association in America. Oswaimu. Ike nyambe ke iwe duo jemoe. Uje siyokole. Uje siyokole. Uje siyokole. Uje siyokole. Uje siyokole. Ablewe uje siyokole. Uje siyokole. Ajue. Mama nelo nye iwe. Apole ruo sebu. Ao na muwebe. Ti vote lu enwe o. Ti obo. Mo ba ndu akidega. No so ayo je siyokole. Ya te no je siyokole. Uje siyokole. Uje siyokole. I'm not deep way away. I say kaji o ti yaba. I say kai go lawyer na le. Ki vote go lawyer na. Kona beba na mu we bewa. Now je siyokole. Uje siyokole. Ajiwe o. Iye iye ajiwe o. Ajiwe. Esa jawa tewe ile ti yaba o. Namle ramu o. Bete be go lawyer na le o mana. Baga tewe jiwa. Ande tano se iwe. E o ko ba na lula o ti yaba. Na beta na mu mo we wa. Wa bia wo je siyokole. Uje siyokole. Uje siyokole. E ko da me mo lo yin wa we. Uje siyokole. Dele mo nyo ye yi mo awe a. Le preso te we jile. Sa mi o je da mo ti je we. Uje siyokole. Uje siyokole. Marisa ga jile ma na. O won radio dio.
a nice song, Queen. I ain't heard it for a long time.
Yeah,
I said that was a
Gibson
nice song.
Jeremy
I ain't
not
heard it
coming
for a long
on.
time.
I know. I got the phone. I thought the phone. Yeah, the phone is fixed now. I just
Okay.
fixed the phone. The phone is fixed. I had to restart the phone, boot it out, and all that stuff. So the number to call is 952-200-8420. When you want to ask Mr. James, you will take a question. Come on and ask Mr. James, you will take a question. Somebody here yesterday, I thought the phone this, but what are they gonna tell? The phone fixed. That me get my own phone. I say the phone fixed, and they say I talk Muna.
Yeah.
They say I protecting Gene. You would tell I said I ain't no code to have phone or to say the phone spot, but the phone is fixed now.
But
So call the
am I
number.
a child for you to protect me? Come on, man. I can take it when it
Man,
comes.
anyway, be protecting Joseph Boga a child.
Yeah, no, man. But I mean, these are my own people. Yeah, what are they gonna do to me? They ask me any question, I don't want to answer. I say I don't want to answer.
No,
Yeah,
when you open the line now, when the poor ask you, you answer.
I will. I will.
So
So,
the phone here now. Call the number. Those who want to ask James Jibote, because James, if you don't ask him, he will go. He will leave.
and forever hold your peace. I turn
Forever.
over the transition report. Please, the next time we hear either Poa talking, Madam President, tell her no, you want to turn the financial report, the transition report over. Please tell her what you will do for her. Let leave you want it alone. You say that, oh, you want ask any question, I'll come and ask it. We moving forward from here. I don't want to hear anything about you will take time transition report over. No, we finish passing that stage. The water pass under the bridge already. Prince, your phone ringing.
Yeah, answer it. Go ahead, Mr. Coro. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, Mr. Dover, this is Saya Porter calling from Maryland.
Okay. Go ahead, Zaya Porter.
Who you call Zaya Porter? Then you call his real name. It is
Zaya
Zaya
Porter.
Porter, not his
My name
name.
is Madison Freeman.
My name is Saya Porter Esoteric, if you want to call me.
I thought he
Speak
lived
up
there in
loud so the man can hear
Philadelphia.
you.
Oh, he moved to Maryland?
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing, Mr. Jibote? Yeah, I'm in Maryland. How you doing,
Oh,
sir?
okay. Okay.
Am I loud enough?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
very
ahead.
audible, yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, we're happy to have the former president on to address a couple of concerns that he has. But my observation, it has to do with the president's financial report. I think that there are a lot of alibis. He gives a lot of excuses, and I just want to point some of those things out. For example, he talked about some Japa or Jap, whatever the guy name is.
That is treasure.
The secretary.
The secretary, I mean.
Yeah, the secretary left
Crispy Romeo
the
and the
document.
secretary treasure.
Yeah, so some of the things that raised eyebrows for me, that he said. I just want to point those things out because, when you're putting out information to the public, they have to be compelling, especially when it has to do with finances, right? So the president said they called the police and the secretary, whatever the title is, the man ran from the house, from the hall, and left all the paperwork in there, and he did not go back there. That was kind of low when he said that. It was strange to me. He ran with no document on the computer. He doesn't have any backup document. He just ran from the hall, and that was it. And he also said the man felt discouraged. That's something he said. And he also pointed out, he talked about somebody, bereavement, all of those things. So I just heard a lot of excuses from the president. It doesn't sound convincing to me that you actually sent, because you specifically asking whether he sent the document to President Edith Poa. He said he sent it. He lieutenant sent the document to the woman. Okay, did you call the woman to let her know that, I sent my secretary or my XYZ official is sending a financial report to you?
The woman when he meant 1 minute when he meant the woman is the transitional chair lady, the lady who was heading it, Sarah. I think Sarah McKinney or Sarah McKenzie.
Yeah, Sarah McKinney.
Yeah.
Okay, so Prince, professionalism requires that if you are doing such thing, right? Because
it could have gone to junk. So after he sent it, I guess send email and.
Yeah, but
She
what I'm saying,
acknowledged it. She
but
received it.
the transition
Mhm.
is not between McKinney and President Idepua. It's between him and Idepua. So yes, his lieutenant is doing that, but he called the president. Okay, my lieutenant is sending the report to you. If you want to get the president on record, you can also follow up with email. Or I told my lieutenant to send a document to you. Yes, there's a follow-up email to that effect. Then you put the president on record. But right now, what the president is doing is just giving us his words. So we don't have any evidence to substantiate the veracity of what he's saying to us. So I don't know why I should believe him right now, because it's just words he's giving us his opinion and no document to back anything that he's saying. But when you ask him, it's a long time ago. I know I don't have some of the things he just conjecturing, he giving. Guess. It's been a long time ago. So if you are coming to clarify something about financial report and stuff like that, if you have a show plan, then you should collect all your documents. And so, Prince, I'm talking about this. Yes, man, emails to that effect. To back what you are saying. But until then, the president is not exonerating himself. From what I'm hearing, he still got himself in a weed, and the people will still be criticizing until he can clear. At least for me, I still have doubt as to whether he sent the document to the president, because I have worked with Madam Idepua for a long time, and she is somebody who is very credible. When Idepua is sending her a document, or when she's doing business with you, she will back that up with document. And so far, so good. I've asked the president repeatedly, and she hasn't received any communication from Mr. Djibouti, which he himself demonstrated on the teleconference that he hasn't talked to Idepua at all. Somebody can send a report, and the other person send a report, but he did not follow her to follow up to make sure that the president received the document. The president did not call him. Okay, if you send a report to the person and the person did not call you, why you can follow up to make sure that you are clear? Oh, Madam President, my official sent a document to you. Did you receive it? How difficult is that? So the president did not say,
Okay, Mr. Freeman, you are talking in cycle. You made your point. So let me give my response. You're saying the same thing over and over. Okay?
I just want
I
to give you
said here, no, I mean, you saying the same thing over and over now. We understood the gist of where you are going. We have to get out of here. It's a limited show now. Okay? Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you for what you are saying. We are all humans. Like I said, when Edith thinks she did not receive what she's supposed to receive, she's supposed to call me or send me an email, Mr. President or Mr. Yuboti. Up to now, we have not received anything from you. She didn't do no such thing. The only thing I saw her on Print Double Show and Fremont Show talking about she didn't see transition report. So I said, oh, wait a minute. Edith did not get any transition report. So let me go out and clarify. So I called Sarah McKinney myself, the transition chairman. She said she did not receive the financial report. I called my treasurer, who admitted he didn't send it. So I went searching for financial report, and I forwarded everything to Sarah McKinney. And then I called my secretary, who told me when they called police, he got discouraged. He went to the hotel. The next day, he went back to Seattle. So he didn't do anything because he got weak about the whole grind thing. I called my Ways and Means chairman, who told me she sent all the paperwork to Idipua, Madam President herself, and also my vice president. So I don't know what other financial report or what other transition report that is there to be sent. But what I would do, Mr. Freeman, I'm just a human being. I don't know everything. Indeed, I will take your advice. I will write to some Idepua an email to say that my lieutenants told me they send you reports. I'll call my lieutenant names anytime they send a report so that will be on record. So I'm not going to say that the points you were making are not valid. Like I said, I'm just a human being. I don't know everything. So thank you for the way in which you took it. So, Mr. Dover, before we move on to the next person, I just want the public to know that this guy, Mr. Esoteric, he operates some talk show called Voice of Sino.
Yeah.
I heard him talking on his Voice of Sino that GGAA was dead, completely dead, and Edith Joaquin and resurrected GGAA. that could not be far from the truth. Jane Yibote administration came in 2019 after defeating the very Idepoa. Corona came. Everything was dead. The country was dead. Nobody could not go anywhere. Jane Yibote did not go to sleep. He built a statue all the way from China, laying down on Woodland Avenue and engineering the whole show that cost over 125,000. And Jane Yibote also paid the lawyer 30,000. So if the association were dead, why would we be building statues? Something tangible for Grand Youth Association since 1975. This is the association that was dead, though, a dead association building a tangible project for
Okay,
everybody
so
to see
Mr.
in the middle of
Yibote,
Corona.
let's go
So,
to
in as much that you can support either
Prince,
poor, which I respect,
I think
don't come out here and mislead the
clarify
public.
that I'll let go. You let go me.
yeah, go. You got 30 seconds to do that. 30 seconds.
Yeah, Mr. President, I think I didn't make that up. You yourself, you said Corona came and everything went dead. Okay, so it was.
But we were still working.
It's not me. So
But we were still, no, you said the
I
association was
said.
dead and we were not doing nothing. That's what you said. But we did something. We built a statue for the first time since 1975.
I'm not saying anything false. You just said what I said. You said Corona came and the organization went dead. So
No, I said the whole country. I didn't say organization. No, don't twist my word. I said the whole country was dead. I never said the organization. I said the whole country. The whole country. In fact, the whole world. Let me broaden it to say the whole world. Not GGAA. We were working.
No one wasn't there. The United States wasn't there when Corona came. No, it's not true.
When I say dead, it's a figurative word. That doesn't mean it was there in the sense of dead. You know what I mean?
In real language.
Okay, listen, man. I'm not here for dialogue with this guy. You have any question, my brother? So we'll move on to the next person. I made my point clear.
Mr. Freeman, let's go to Mr. Jerome.
Let's go to the next person, Freeman. I'm not here for dialogue with you, so you got your mind made up. I got my mind made up.
Yeah, for your time. I appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. How can the association be there when we build a statue?
Let's listen to this man.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Who's that?
Please call your name.
Oh, that money maker?
Well, call your name from our audience, please.
Okay, my name is Jerome T. Red, the great money maker for a long time state.
Go ahead.
I want to call this show to terms of unity, enjoy our feeling. We are supporting him. If you say your twins follow, you don't withdraw. But twins follow say, please, I don't know if those either or Mr. Gilman through team, and I don't vote because my supporter, people are believing me. Some are behind Australia and some are behind Eden. So I will do everything. I will not vote. I will go to the convention and support the process. The same way, if I want either want to give us during my confession, then we now, your down film, then you do justice. But when you say that, I withdraw my topic, strategy, I will follow Jewish school. If that's Jewish school, proper for you, to me, president, in Minnesota, and actually alone, I want you in Kansas City, we all went there. Then you have to do a fair as a follow. Because a follow say, all my photo, all my strong people, they all spread themselves. So, please, I will try everything, I will be neutral, I will just go as a Brazilian, at the convention, and just look at the process. Then, he's talking as
he just retracted his words of endorsement that he's going to be the twin father by the end. You know he's going to vote for he said he's going to vote for Josephine. That's what he said. He said he's going to vote for Josephine.
Yeah, but
he just said he's not going to campaign at all, but you'll vote for Josephine. But at least he heard you.
I heard what you said. That's what I'm calling for. And why I'm calling, the one I get power away.
All right.
But the one I get power is going to vote Jewish school. Then you're not being fair to us too. If you say we're on the side, you're not going to vote at all. You're just going to go to the convention as a Ghanaian, pay your money, and just enjoy yourself and not vote at all. Then that way, it balance everybody.
All right.
As a final.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Yoke.
Thank you so much, Jerome. I hear you, yeah? I hear you, Jerome. I hear you, okay? Thank you
Yes,
so
so
much,
somebody
Jerome.
they say yes, I ought to stay neutral. Saying say neutral, man.
Mm-hmm.
You show go support when
No,
you go in
I
the
mean,
when you
actually,
go in
I
the
was
boot when you
answering
go
your
in the
question.
when you go in the boot that day that you Jane go in the boot.
Mm-hmm.
Caller, where you got him from?
Hey, this is Joseph Jabba calling from C.
But man, they saying the lane that you can't call.
Am
It's
I on?
convenient for him. It's convenient for him. It's convenient for
No, I'm
him.
not going to take. Just Mr. Jabba, go ahead. Why you using different phone?
Well, I was just trying to clarify one of the speaker who spoke earlier about what the president said during his explanation. First of all, thank you for this show, Prince. I've tried much to stay away from the politics of our community, but when something is spoken of and the ratification, I just need to come up to clarify a little bit. I believe when the president spoke, all those who went to the convention in Des Moines knows what happens when the police came in the house.
Yeah.
So we were in the process. Of signing the documents for the Samuel Kanyando Academy when the police interrupted the process. So they asked every one of us out. So the document that left in the
I
house
thought they
was
no 1 minute.
document that
1 minute. I thought the papers were already signed.
we signed it and we were just about moving forward, and those people were right in front of us at the convention. Now, it was in that process the police came, and then we walked out. So those people left on a desk. Now, I have computer document that I prepared for myself on my computer, but those were contracts that were signed by another agency. And so I don't have a copy of those contracts on my computer. So when the police interrupted, those documents were left on the table. We never went back in the hall. I don't know how many of you that went back in that hall. No, some of us, we came out, the police stopped us, and none of us went back in the hall. So those were the documents. When the current president called me, I said, I don't have a copy. But I told her to call Dr. Potier.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And she called Stephania. The president, she called Stephania, and she got copies of the documents.
Exactly.
And she also told me I should identify my signature on the document I did. So that's what the part I wanted to clarify. When you're talking about documents, secretary, forget about documents. It means the document that we signed that day that came from the other organization that we were trying to make our implementing partners. Those documents were the ones that left in the hall. But with respect to reports and documents that I've made or that I've written, were all on my computer. So
the computer left in the hall too?
I have my computer. So the reason I did not even come on your show, let me tell you this, Prince. The timing of this show, I told the president, the former president, Mr. James, the timing is not right. We left power since 2023. Okay? If the administration had issues with our report, the transition report, in fact, matter of fact, Prince, as you're speaking, I've shared a copy of the transitional report to you in your chat messenger. You see it right there. Right
Exactly.
Right, the copy of the transitional report I sent it to you on messenger. You see it now. Well, I told the president, I told Mr. Yuwote that the timing of this.
Mr. Jabba, where the timing got to do it when you are when things are being said. Anytime you can come and clarify. So it doesn't mean you have to say, well, it's already thought I did it. A lot of people here hearing it now. So you don't think it was necessary that the president came here?
No, listen. My point is the timing. We left power 2003. Okay, we would have come on air to clear the show. 2004, we would have come on air. In fact, after the election, after this election, once this is a situation that we are concerned about, we want to make the grantees to understand that we did the right thing. We don't have to do it now before the election. We can come back and say, look, during the people election, these are election talks. And during the elections, we heard this, we heard that, we heard this. So we are here to clear the air, as to show you what we did, Nigerians, because people want to see what we did. So people we're not rushing. It's something we serve our term. So we just need to clear the air, and we don't have to do it now before the election or after. We can come back after the election. That's what he called me. I said, Mr. President, this is not the right time, so I would not be on the show. But when I heard the gentleman who from Maryland, Mr. Primer, was trying to ask a question and trying to...
because it is what the president said. That's why they made a man to ask questions. The president not coming to say the police came and then he left document in the hall. Mr. Freeman was never going to ask that question.
Exactly. So that's paying my attention to count.
Because when the police came, I was doing the video that day.
Yes.
When the police came, I left my bags, I left my cameras, and I left some wires in. I went for it and brought it and put it back in my car. The police were not to the door stopping people. They came for it, they were in the parking lot. Then we went to them later on before they came to the door. I went and brought my things and put it in my car. He expect me to leave my wires and things inside the place there with my camera and my tripod that I have down there. No, I went in there. They didn't stop me. I told them, I gotta pick my things out, and they allowed me to go pick up my things, and I put it in my car and drove on and went to my hotel.
So I never went back. So I just left.
But this is the problem here, Mr. Jabba. That was a contract that you signed. So team agent or network was some kind of a company that went and changed the term or wherever in that company. There was nothing we could go back. They were going to stay.
Yes. Yeah, we have.
You should have gone in there and tell the person, look, there's legal document inside there on the table. I got to grab it. There's no policeman will stop you. You go and grab your document and go. People went in the hall and grabbed their things and they left.
We have the electronic copies. They emailed us the electronic copy the day before the convention. So during the convention, we were just supposed to put our signature to affix our signature on those documents. So there's no way they can go overnight and change the contract. We already have the electronic copies. So that's what I'm trying to say. So leaving it there, it was just my signature that was on it, but we have the original copy sent to us electronically. So I just moved and left, because if we had to sign it again, if the paper lost, we have the electronic copy, we'll go back and re-sign the same thing. So, but all in all, the president, Madam Poa, went and reached out to Team Agent Network, and she got those documents. So I don't think that that's something I should worry about, because the president already got it. And besides that, the transitional thing, the polling power, have the transitional report, which I sent to you. There you can share.
So why the president will come and say that you guys did not comply with the transitional team?
Who knows? Who knows?
Mr. Double, I'm not saying what I said. I sent the copy of the transitional report in your messenger. It's your digital to look now. It is there.
It's after the fact now. The time you send it to the president, I'm just asking you, if you send all these documents to the people, why would the president come and make up story? That was James Yubote is clarifying things. Then you say it's not the real time, it's not the time. People been hearing these things for a long time. And to me, I think Yubote is doing a very good job. We don't matter election or not election. People have the same people who will go for that. Simple, some people who made a decision from the voting process, and the president is not being truthful. The people who made a decision. The voter we're talking about here. So like that, and the crown people, the documents and things. People take
our clearing the air has nothing to do with this. We can take our own time and come back. This is something that we need to clear our names, so we can choose to say, okay, after this whole rock and roll.
Well, you can come back again, but you have already done it now. It now left with the administration to come and debunking or say something.
Mr. Dubba, let me finish. People can say anything they want to say during election season. Even right now, you see President Trump is blaming Joe Biden about the war in Ukraine. Every now and then he go make any deal, he will call Joe Biden's name. It's happening everywhere. Everywhere there's politics, former president's name will be brought up. So we can't mind election talks and now come here to clarify something.
So you wanted Yubote to come here after the election before you come on the show and clarify things.
We could do that. Yes, that's something that's very important.
Thank you very much.
Very important to us. Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that. Thanks. Conflay.
Yes, Mr. Double.
Go ahead, Conflay.
Yeah,
After conflict, and then the president want to conclude, then we leave.
That you say I say that thing there right now that you say I say. I got one concern. First of all, Mr. President, Mr. Uboti.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
My own conflict.
Yes.
How you doing, ma?
I will always say thank you for the statue. It just made a difference in that country. That was a really, really pleasing and what have you, what they call on your agenda there. What are you trying to say on your platform? So thank you again.
Yeah.
Even in COVID, you were sweating to collect money, even though not the right way, but yet you fought to keep us alive.
Yep.
Collected money to keep the statue. So I will always appreciate that.
Thank you,
I also
ma'am.
like for you to appreciate people too. In your moving forward. You want somebody in election. They turn around and give you one person. Whatever they can do your flesh. I thought that woman is supposed to be even healing. You can't be me, I give you money. Nobody does that. I just wanted to remind you that's something that one thing you're supposed to remember. Even if you don't support Edith, you don't go against her.
I didn't go against Edith. Did I say I go against her?
No.
Okay, now so what are you talking about?
Speak where I come in.
Okay.
The way you speak of her, it doesn't sound like somebody that appreciates her. Even yet tonight again, you say your people call you and told you, your people scatter, your supporters scatter on different teams. So you will just lay by now. But when I go, I'm voting for Joseph Nslu. And what kind of lay by is or a Saka with Saka?
Okay.
Thank you.
We listen to conflict. She there?
Mr. Uboti, can you conclude now?
I come in and I close, Mr. President. Mr. Uboti, you know I love you. But my last line is vote, put, team.
Thank you.
You don't change.
Thank you, madam.
You're not going to vote. You're not going to need change.
You're not going to campaign here.
When it's not needed. You don't make a change when it's not needed to guess. No, you don't do that.
Okay.
Somebody calling you, Prince. Yeah.
The phone is not getting it, so that's.
Thank you, Conflict. Thank you very much. Thank you, Conflict. Or I see a comment here from Bernard Ggaa saying the police king to what Bernard Ggaa say. He police king. Please read that comment by Bernard Ggaa. I will read it here.
Please, you have to call in. Okay, I'm not seeing Bernard's comment. It's all the way up.
Yeah, it was here, but it disappeared.
Darcy, you got 1 minute. Please go ahead, please. You the last caller.
Okay.
All right. Good evening, President Uboti. How you doing today? I hope the President is doing great. Mr. President, the Grenadians really appreciate your effort, the sacrifices that you are putting to this organization. But there's one question I got for you and the rest of the Grenadians. Looking at you supporting our dear sister Josephine Slew, and Josephine Slew is attached to Ggaa, who have zero experience because number one, Ggaa is unable to manage his own chapter. If you look at our candidate Ggaa, he submitted a list from his own chapter without his vice president on our list, and the rest of the people. Do you think the one vote you said you're going to cast for Josephine Slew to give a victory to Ggaa, do you think is the right thing to do as a president of something that you have fought for with a man that has zero experience for this organization? Because of time, I don't want to go on and on and on.
Thank you. That 1 minute. Let him answer your question, Mr. Uboti. You want to speak to the comment that people made? Okay, let me read Bernard Ggaa Bernard. The man's name is Bernard Ggaa, but he flipped it around. He said Ggaa Bernard. He said the police officer were to keep the peace. As a leader, you should not have escaped.
I think you're referring to Japa, not me.
Did you escape too, Mr. Yubote?
No, I think that Japa you were referring. Japa did not escape. You were only looking out for
He did
himself.
not commit any crime. Did you?
No, Japa were only looking out for himself. Self-preservation comes before anything else.
Mr.
Japa felt
Yubote,
that he didn't see the necessity of staying there, so
he
he.
got document from our organization. I went in and brought my wire. You remember I had my wire plug, my extension cord plug. Oh, well, I went and
Yeah,
pressed my thing and left.
yeah.
The police
No,
got
I
don't
mean, you know, everybody interpret things. Like I said, life is subject to interpretation. The way Japa saw it,
kind of legal document you left it on the table because you jump on the hall. You say police coming, blam, man, no, you want one more people.
the way Japa saw it, he got
They
to
were not
protect.
arresting people. The police were confused in the first place when they called them. They have to come, they came and they asked who called. I went outside. The man said, who called? The Omega Kara went to the police and he explained it to the people. And then the lady who got the building, I saw her coming from the other end and she was pissed off that police came on her property and she said people should leave. So the police said the woman said, I'm gonna leave.
Because when the police came, if you can remember, I talked to the police commander and he told her to go ahead. And he sent people looking all in the bathroom, made sure nobody was fighting and hiding. So when they saw that everything was on a perfect decorum, he said we should go ahead. Then, but 20 minutes later, the man came back to me and said, the woman who owned the building said we should leave in 15 minutes. Yeah. That's the time you saw the lady, because when the police came there with the help of Josephine Che, we were able to convince the police captain, because you know Josephine Che's daughter, my love, she's a police officer in Des Moines, or she was. I don't know whether she still is. So that how it is. Well,
then what are they escaping now?
No, Japa just said he felt discouraged. You're not escaping per se. He just felt discouraged about the whole thing.
Because when they came, you are right. When they came in the building, they were there. Then they were recognizing people. Then when you want to, then the police was standing there. We were there because I was moving around with the camera. We were there with the police.
Because I convinced the police officer.
I understand. When the woman came now, you guys were seated. You know that the police came and you blind.
No. It was after the woman said we should leave. The policeman came to me and said the woman said we got 15 minutes.
I want to know what the problem with your secretary leaving the thing inside the hall at all.
You have to ask him though, not me. You have to ask him.
Answer my question, please don't forget.
Mr. President, Peter said you answer your question.
What was the question? I forgot. Oh, Peter, are getting old.
I can start again.
Peter, no, just cut it short. Just get straight to the question.
Mr. President,
don't go that long. Just cut the question short. I beg you.
Once again, a candidate Ggaa went ahead and submitted a list of names of voters from his chapter. On this list, it only has him and his family member, his vice president, and the rest of these members are not on the list because of an unfunctionable chapter. Why do you think Grenadians should trust?
Why should you think?
Because you are casting your vote for Josephine Sue. You are trying to dig a grave for the people of Grenada because of that one thing you are about to do. Thank you.
I mean, the president told you why he won't vote for the woman. You want to change the man's behavior and mind here.
But what the guy named Peter Dazi. Peter Dazi called me the last time I was in the traffic. He called me. He was very passionate about his campaign. So he on his campaign
more
again. Yeah. Thank you, P. I did not see the list from Michigan that you're talking about. That it was only Otavia Gilmore relative on the list that you're talking about. It might be true. I'm not saying you are lying. I'm just saying I did not see it. But maybe that only his relative live in Michigan. But so long the election commission recognize the list and they qualify him to be in the race, then, like I said the last time, it's a moot issue.
Even vice president.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't live in Michigan, so I don't really know.
Okay.
What in Michigan
Let's call her, please. Let's call her, please. Please call your name.
Patricia Sewa.
Go ahead. Money only Patricia Sewon and Brown.
No, not Patricia Brown.
You don't know your own name, huh?
The thing say Patricia GB Sewon.
Okay, it's okay. Patricia GB Sewon. I want to ask our president, please.
Go ahead.
Mr. Yubote.
Yes, ma'am.
It's Patricia, sir.
I don't preach. How are you,
That one your
Trish?
supporters?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Yubote.
Yes, ma'am.
From the deep part of your heart, we carry you as president. You were running with a lady, and you won. And the lady, when she gave you $1,000. So what the problem you have for her today is she going back to her?
I don't have any problem with her. I say if she win, we will applaud the effort. I'm just saying.
So why are you not supporting her?
I am okay. Patricia.
Yeah.
I know in front of her when you say one, which means I don't agree. I don't know what you own me. I don't agree. You need say one. So you don't agree. But Patricia, the important thing is I was leaning towards supporting Edith. Until I saw her team on the same Prince Double show trying to castigate the thing that I were hard for in the heat of Corona on the plane left and right, going all over the place. My own relative was vexed with me. I must sit down one place. Huh? So when I saw that they were on Prince Double show, talking about a build cheap statue, that Chinese man, that this, that, it was funny to them. So I said, huh? You serious? That's a thank you I get for all the run around I did? To the point that when the people did the riot on the premises of the statue, and I wrote Edith that we should do the repair, she didn't bother to reply me. I started calling private Grandidians. While we're in the middle of the collection to do the repair, she wrote me a letter from a lawyer that she taking me to court. So I say, oh, okay. So where I am right now, Patricia, I'm not here to run campaign against Edith. If Edith win, I will be happy. By the same token, if Otavia win, I'll be happy too, because they are all everybody Grandidians that want to do things for our people. Yeah, I mean, I'm not running campaign against anybody. You're not going to see me on no campaign trail. I'll take my hand out of it. But I am a Grandidian. I will show up in Kentucky.
Huh? Grandidian, right?
He no more president now, so he got a right to support who he wants to support. He no more president, so he get a right to support who he wants to support, though.
Yeah, I'm coming. The whole statement, he said that the people were talking about, either those who all that were on either platform, they were talking about the statue, the one that he sent to Grandidian. They didn't call either to say this is why your people do it. You know you can be president, so people can be honoring you, but I didn't want to spoil your vote. You heard it, did you call her?
I should call Edith. Also, she took me to a lawyer to sue me. I'm going to call her. So you don't think she or him who will very people? But listen though, Patricia. Now wanna will you Okay, I'm not saying I'm here to run campaign against Edith. I say I'm out of that one. So please don't make it look like I'm here to run campaign against Edith. Please, I beg you, let's not go there, man. Let's not go there. I say I'm not in no.
Like you carry Josephine. You're president, you're not supposed to carry anyone. You're needed to just be there and look at them. But
there are other former presidents.
What will you say about
what will you say about Tillman Collins? What you say about them? What you say about them?
They pick their lead, they pick who they want to carry, including Jim. You want to so why you want to say Jim? Jim will say no more president. He has the right to say he wants to support who you want to support. Even your current president can even support who they want to support when there's something happening.
But then he just be civil.
But is he not civil? Is he being denigrating tonight? Is he being disrespectful?
No, I'm not.
And no, he's not being disrespectful, but the fact of the matter is that Prince, you can see and you can tell.
Who's there? Who the person that talking? Oh, that Paul does it.
There are people that Prince,
Paul does it.
out there are people out there that believe in this organization. We have fought so hard to get the organization to this state we're in today.
So that means Yubote does not have the right to support Gilmore because you fought for the organization.
You have the right to. You have the right to support Gilmore when Gilmore has experience. Gilmore cannot manage his own chapter.
Now, why you think that Gilmore cannot manage a chapter? The people who supporting Gilmore, they feel that Gilmore can manage the chapter and Gilmore can manage the national organization.
We're not going to take this as a Donald Trump thing. Let's think.
My man, you cannot force the man to change who he wants to support. You cannot do that also. So let the man close so we can leave. You come here tomorrow and come here and the man will call on your show. You can put your flyer up. But you're not going to use the man's show to come tell the man. I don't understand it. It's confusing to me. For real.
It's just something my own was asking him. Because someone.
Jim, you vote my sister Patricia say one. Jim, you vote no more president. And two people are in a race. He's not the president either, is the current president.
Okay.
So two people either in Gilmore in a race. He feel that my man don't call him. He feel that Gilmore and Shrew they can make it, so he won't be on there. A reason that he's not going beyond either. He feel that the person he claimed that the person who sent me the video, it was DJ Chris. Obviously, so he's not making that. So then he went to support Josephine who voted for him, even though he gained whole $1,000. But that's his right again. Not because you give me money that I'm gonna go vote for you. Period. That's it. But anyway, thank you for calling in. I will save your number. Anytime the show comes, you can call.
Say one.
All right. Thank you.
Say one. Patricia, she gone?
People will be watching the thing on the Facebook. They gotta.
Patricia, thank you so much. I didn't know you love me like that. Thank you. You're talking with passion. And Peter Dazi also called me. All the people, the very Ide Poa called me, and I told Ide, oh, you needed my support. I wish you had responded to my letters and things I was writing you. Oh, either you needed my support. I wish you didn't send your people on print or show to go be talking all kinds of things about me because the last time I checked they are in either administration. If she don't agree with it, she will tell them not to go on your show and talk about me. She will tell them, no, you stop what you're doing. You stop it right now. That was she was there, but she up to now to where I sit, she has not called me to apologize for whatsoever DJ Chris and other people did on your show that day. There's some guy calling himself Zugutu man. They were all there talking all kinds of things about me.
Zugutu man.
I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. This guy who called that Freeman guy, Zaria put there, he always on his voice or sign. We talking granular issue. Then voice or sign is meddling into our affairs, talking all kinds of negative things about us. Huh?
You got to power through granular for you go sound. The man's a crime man. You got one of the parents from granular. He has it right. He
is on voice of sign talking about granular issues negatively. So how does that encourage me to come out and say, oh, I'm supporting either you know you're talking negative thing about me? How does that encourage me? How does that encourage me? He's speaking for Edith though. Edith should say, you know what, you gotta leave Yubote alone. You gotta leave Yubote alone. You leave the man alone. Let's concentrate on Gilmore. That's what she's supposed to be doing. She's running your campaign. Huh?
Why would they leave you alone?
Because I'm not in a race.
But you already got yourself involved in the model.
I'm not in a race. I'm not in a race. Like I said, the thing that I wrote, I said, if I show up in Louisville, I didn't hide it. I'm not here to run campaign against my beloved Sophie Jack or my queen, Diana Tade, or my beautiful Princess Pine, or my lovely Queen Helena Cole. All those people know I'm not here to clash with them. I will sit down in my little corner. If God help me, I show up in Kentucky. I go in the booth. I vote for who I want to vote for. It's a secret. I'm not going to tell anybody.
You go vote for Gilmore. What you say?
Oh, well, who know? Wise man change it. Maybe by the time between that time when I show up, who know what might happen.
Why
That's the
mention
way I
that?
feel.
Why mention okay people around? But we got
Eh,
two
that's
other
the way I
callers
feel
here.
right now.
We
As
got
I'm
your two
speaking,
support. We got your two supporters.
if election were held right now, what I said, I'm voting for Josephine through. Right now,
Okay,
what I
we
say,
got
I'm
two of your
allowed to know about it.
supporters. We got two of your supporters here, Marco V and Avery Temple. Marco V, 1 minute, Avery Temple, 1 minute, and then we're going to shut the thing down. Let's go,
Amen. And
gentlemen.
Marco V too. Give Marco V 2 minutes.
Marco V,
Marco
go
V.
ahead.
Okay, Marco V first.
Well, she called before you. So Marco V, go ahead.
Friends are on the phone too, please don't forget.
I said Marco V, go ahead.
That's not Marco V, this is Francis Clark Meyer.
Oh, that Francis Clark Meyer. Go ahead, Francis Clark Meyer, go ahead.
Okay, for me, I'm not asking a question. I just want to make a quick comment to Mr. Chipote.
Go ahead.
Who's that? Manuel?
Francis Clark Meyer.
No, I thought you said Marco V.
No, Francis Clark. I didn't see the name.
Marco V.
I thought I didn't see it. Go.
Oh, Marco V now on the phone.
Francis Clark and Aries on the phone. Marco V is not on the phone. There was a mistake.
Okay.
Go ahead, Francis.
Oh
yeah, I love Marco V. Yeah, I do. I'm my biggest fan.
That's fine. I said I don't talk.
I don't hate you neither. Though. But we're speaking comparatively. We're speaking comparatively.
Okay. All right. Let me say something to you, Mr.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'm Francis Clark, and I know you know me very well.
You still our woman that Kira Myers or
what? It's a Francis Clark bio.
Okay. Go ahead, Francis.
When people thought I was not going to vote, I showed up in Cleveland and I voted for you. And I got that on record for fact. Even though I wasn't won the election, but I voted for you. Because I said you're a woman. And
you know, I still got our photo. When you enter in the hall, you're voting. I took your picture, remember?
Please, someone took my picture. He said, he put it on Facebook. Oh, Francis Clark is in Cleveland. Okay? Well, everybody thought I was not going to vote Cleveland, but that's a lie. I went and voted for you. Because I was once married to a Funabo man, and I saw what you did in Funabo district at the time. So I thought you were the good person to vote for at the time, even though you did not win. Okay? Well, let me tell you briefly, Mr. Chipote, leadership, when you are a leader or you are a past leader, not everybody will sing praises to you, Mr. Chipote. You don't expect the whole Nigeria country to sing praises to you every day because you build statues. You can even build the mansion. People will still have stuff to say. And the statue that you build, Mr. Chipote, even though you are the president, but Nigerians contributed to that statue. It's not like your personal money that you took to build statue. We all contributed towards that statue. So even when people criticize and say any little thing, that I just want to give you a little advice to them, Mr. Chipote. You cannot take every little thing to heart. That will weaken you. As a leader, allow people when they want to criticize, let them criticize. If you have the opportunity, you can come and say what you have to do. But you can't say because somebody criticize me, they say, oh, they started this, that's why I voted for Demon. So you don't have no other reason. You didn't see why Demon dead in Michigan. You don't have no good reason of voting for Demon. You only voted for Demon because people criticize you of a party. So now either for that supported you, people talking about $1,000, not even $1,000 alone. For every program that you ever had, when you were president, either for 1 year, our president I get a test for that. Your inauguration in Cleveland, either for her ticket the day before the inauguration. You know how much you pay for that ticket? $1,000. She said, I cannot miss the inauguration. I have to be there. She paid $1,000 because you want a ticket before.
I beg you, man. We believe that.
Because she and myself, we were working together at the time. So there's one supported you throughout. But the only excuse you got was you not supporting her because somebody talked about the statue that does not belong to you. That is Nigeria's statue. If you left power and you turn over power to somebody else, that person is the one that inherits whatever you left undone. So it's our responsibility. If anything wrong with that statute, if the thing is wearing out, if the writing is wearing out, it's the incoming president, the president that is seated now, that's our responsibility to maintain it. If it's not your responsibility, Mr. Chibote, I'm a president too. I inherit that thing from people. It's my responsibility to keep it. I'm not going to go back to my predecessor to tell them this statute that you built, you should not feed it. It doesn't work like that, Mr. Chibote. So for God's sake, I just want to beg you to learn as your sister, as your ex-criminal in law. Okay? If the statute alone, that either take care of it because she is the president now. Anything wrong with that statute, let her be the one to take care of it. It's not your responsibility anymore. Stop going around collecting money for people to campaign statute. You are no more the president. Respect the person that's there now. Let them continue the job that you started. That's all I want to say to you.
Francis Meyer,
Mr. Yubote.
No, hold on. Let me hold on. Let me respond to her for before. Okay, Francis, we got your gist. Francis, we got your gist. Mr. Double, you can hear me?
I'm hearing you, but
I want to tell Francis she should not come out here and score any cheap point on me. When the damage was on the statue and we got the information, we wrote the administration. They did not reply. Macy's was fast approaching. We did not oh, well, they are not going to tell the people what to do in Zuru. They contacted me. And I wrote either. I sent all the evidence. Okay, listen. When Francis Meyer was talking, I didn't interrupt her. When Francis Meyer was talking, I didn't interrupt her. If Francis Meyer allowed you to talk, I didn't interrupt you.
Go ahead.
We wrote Edith. Edith did not reply. We did all of that. I called Edith. She didn't answer. So I called people around. They said, well, number one, the statute is no longer the responsibility of Grand Youth Association. It has been turned over to the city. So you, as a private citizen, if you have the hand to do the repair, do the repairs. While we're talking, the person who gave me the idea sent $200 cash out. So I reached out to people. We collected about $1,000 at that time, around $600-700. In the middle of it, Edith sent a committee on me with Jason Jeru, Comfort Soba, Beatrice Swain, Tede Bale, that I should stop doing what I'm doing. I should let Grand Youth Association do it. I should turn the money over to them. I told them the money was collected to be sent to Grand Youth to do the repair. I will send that money, but what I will do, I will stop. And you guys continue from there. They said, okay, I stop. 2 good weeks wasted. Everything was there. They were not doing anything. They left it alone because I left it alone.
Why didn't you send the money to the people to do it?
No, at that time, it was around $600-700. So they were not doing nothing. So I think I called either a Beatrice or Comfort Soba. Somebody I called, I don't remember. So they said, oh, well, we told the president, but she has not said anything about it. Anyway, we having meeting this Sunday. That Sunday, they went to the meeting. I joined the meeting to hear whether either were going to put it on the floor. They didn't talk nothing about the statute, and time was taking. It going to what May says, we are not doing the work. So I continue. While I was doing the work, a lawyer wrote me that I should cease and desist, that I was collecting money in the name of GGAA. So I called the lawyer. I said, no, I'm not. And he told me, Mona. I said, I'm not collecting any money in GGAA. I'm collecting it as a private citizen for us to do the repair on the statute premises that were turned over to the city of Zuru because they don't have the means to do the repair. So the lawyer called me, long minute to story. After he talked to Edith, he said, well, this kind of thing will not prevail in court because the court sees your intent. You don't have any evil intent. So I will talk to Edith, your compromise in our court business. And how we left it, the people did the repair on the statue, they painted the premises, they did everything. Great. So when I wrote Edith, And she had just replied my letter, say, okay, Mr. Yubote, we will do the repair. I was gonna leave her alone, but she didn't even bother to reply me. So I must just leave her alone like that because technically speaking, it is a new president. So my letter says you go in ruin. Is that the point you're trying to make here tonight? You are in complete error. Thank God, Jason Jerry was here. Jason Jerry was one of the people that came on the committee that night. And I told them, let compromise say, I will leave her alone. Y'all continue. And when I left her alone, either did not put her on the floor in the meeting for them to continue. So I'm going to leave her in ruin because of technicality. I'm not that kind of person, though. If the people deserve to ever call me again to help.
No, man, Francis, that's okay.
Yeah,
man.
let Francis be going. Okay, Francis, thank you so much, man. Thank you, respect. Thank you so much, Francis. Francis, thank you, man. We'll talk that another day, Francis. Let Aries talk. Guessing Jeru is here. Let him talk so we'll get out of here. Francis, thank you so much, man.
You go take 1 minute. That Francis take 30 minutes and I go. 30 seconds, I mean.
If you are the president, you cannot be calling the president, oh, okay, the statue.
No, I say I wrote her. I wrote her.
Can you start responding?
No, I wrote her.
Ask a question, then you'll be given the time, but you can't do that. You don't have to show that. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right. Bobby, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead, Aries.
Listen, on Prince.
Yeah.
Prince.
Yeah.
Prince, go give about every now and I bought more blue. I'm wait
a minute.
Prince, I got just 2 candidate points.
The president said my way, he coming back. You know, yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
You gotta make only 1 point. Nobody gonna make 2 points. You're calling late, Aries.
Yes, sir. I just got up from work. I really want to speak to this issue tonight. It's very important. We give it 2 minutes.
Gibson, you got noise in your back.
Oh.
Can be coming here, be listening to Spoon TV today.
Chira you walk out, oye balana, oye balo, oye na balana. Chira you walk out,
Ladies and gentlemen, Gibson Joe refused to dance this song. I don't know why, but he refused to dance.
And oye balana, Pachagao.
I ain't seen Patrick Ggaa for a long time. What is Patrick Ggaa? I hope he's okay.
Oh, Jida you go Ggaa. Jida you go Ggaa. Why not Pablo na lire?
Okay, I'm back.
I say cow.
All right, Yubote is back. Every tempo, you can go ahead.
Yeah, Eri.
Like I said, thank you for having me, Mr. Yubote. Good evening, Brazil. Like I said, I want to make 2 points here tonight. One of the first points is I want the entire Grandidians or Grandidian Association, Sapo Association, or Sister Born, whoever, to desist from making any business with
It's not the topic tonight, my man. Speak to the issue, please. No, it's not the topic, dude. It's not the topic. Speak to the issue. The man can't talk all that thing that Chin Network ain't got nothing to do here. Please stop. The Chin agent network team came about with a contract. Why the man left the document, the sign in the hall and left it there? Okay. That's why you get a name.
So the hacking agent network.
Yes.
Okay, I personally told the president that Chin agent network is a scam. The CEO of Chin agent network, everyone, I say it's a criminal, it's a liar.
My man, every time you don't understand.
What you I understand? I'm saying that
we're not talking about Chin network. So why are you going to bring the topic here?
Yeah, where is the topic?
Well, you just got on the show. You don't know the topic. You're talking about different thing.
What I just told you.
The man came to clarify his record that people carrying his name around say he didn't turn over.
Okay, let me speak to that issue.
Okay.
Mr. President, Mr. Jane, you was here. Like I said,
yes, sir.
Thank you so much. You have done so much.
Thank you.
For the organization. But I just want to say that to you, Papa, that this statute issue and what have you, the statue is not a personal property of Mr. James Djibouti.
Okay.
I don't want that you work hard, so hard, that people are donated money through cash out, what have you, to make sure that your agenda was met, and to implement your manifesto that was on your platform, and the statue is well built and is ready. So if any other script that on the statue, we have precedent in place. If you tell either poor, say, hey, we had a statue thing going on with the statue, either poor, leave it alone. The statue now become Grand Ggaa property. It's not Mr. Djibouti property. If you look at the statue fall down, well, you done your part. They are the people that are in the leadership. They look at the statue fall down. But going around when we had a permanent leadership and going around connecting cash and what have you, the way the administration gets mad and try to call the lawyer in. So I see no reason for which you say that you will give any kind of animosity against the administration because the statute issue. But we are talking a Grand Ggaa association that is bigger than anybody else. If you are endorsing, it's your right. The Djibouti right to endorse anybody else. But we can look at the bigger picture, which is Grand Ggaa Association. We are talking about president for the association, but sending in 10 leads from the chapter. So that, as you can tell you, that person is on page. So if the president of Megan, president of Djibouti, the president of Franklin, they're supporting the people, and these people that got a record of impeachment. So all of you guys, I don't know why you're doing that to the organization.
Okay.
But we that put ourselves on the line to support you. So you guys are just running in the wrong direction. I will say that to you, my papa, the real talk. Because we have somebody, nothing is broken, there's nothing needs fixing. Let's take it apart to lead us to the right direction. That's what I want to say.
Thank you very much.
On HNA with me, the prince. I'm not speaking on Djibouti and what have you.
Okay.
But you're not giving me the chance to change or speak on each HNA.
We're not talking about change. We're not talking about change. We're not talking about change.
Never trust them.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't trust the in coast.
Thank you.
All
right.
My people, you don't work with them.
Thank you, Aries.
Where you call me with this
Aries, I heard you. Like I said,
the reason change was mentioned here was the document from Chaba.
Yeah,
the secretary at that time. He said the top skin. He went outside and left the document and the sign. That's how you see change never came here. But
okay, so just before Gibbs in Jeru, Yang the top dog, for the top dog come through, I just want to say that before Aries came in earlier, I stated and Gacy, I'm sure you didn't hear this, that I am not in no campaign mode for anybody. I will stay out of the process. I registered to go Kentucky. I already paid my convention due. My name is on the list on PA and the national. If I show up in Louisville, if you see me there, then fine. I will go there.
Is that you there, Mr. Djibouti?
Huh?
Is that you there?
It looked like me. Who's that handsome guy? All the young girls love me.
The man said breaking news from David Nyano. Breaking news. Former GGA National President James Djibouti withdraws endorsement from Gilmore Suru campaign.
Look at that. Look at that. Why would he write that?
You are on the show and the thing. You said you withdrew it. That's why he wrote it. It's what he just said. We can play the tape.
I said I will be out of the campaign process.
So you withdrew your endorsement.
I said I will be out of the campaign process. I don't want to clash with my supporters. My children are split. It make me feel bad for me to go against my children.
So you join your endorsement, but you will vote for Josephine.
That's what I said, and I stand by that.
That's why he wrote. Then he said, "Why would he write that?"
Well, did he write that?
Did he? I just sent it. Show you the thing. So you would.
No, I can't read that. Writing too small. You're writing too small.
What I just read it. He said, "Breaking
okay, read it."
Former GGA National President James Djibouti withdraws endorsement from Gilmore Suru campaign. That's the headline.
Yeah, read the whole thing. Read the whole thing. Like more writing.
The whole time to go read it. Go on Facebook and read it. Yeah, give you a little tip.
No, I mean it's simple because a lot of people are not reading now. You know,
read it today.
I can see that they're writing too small. I can see it. Anyway, let's move on.
You want the doctor to give you those signs Bowden was small into Rito got him.
Let hear what Casey General got to say. We bang
No,
at
let
11
Bobby,
o'clock. I'm gonna get out of here.
let Bobby talk for 1 minute, therefore now go to Young Boy.
Oh, Bobby, breaking news.
Bobby Tori.
Bobby, what you say? What a breaking news, Bobby? I hold that compromise, oh.
Bobby Tori, go ahead.
Yes, quite frankly, Prince is, first of all, I want to tell you thank you for bringing me to the show. But quite frankly, it's very dispiriting. It's disappointing to see the likes of people that we admire in the community, falling short of their patriotic duties, like Mr. Yubote did, especially for Mr. Yubote, Frere Ggaa, and Menye. But most especially Mr. Yubote, somebody when you won your election, how many times have these things occurred in our community? When you won your election, that this little took our own money, $1,000 and gave it to you, it's because of peace and reconciliation. And if we really, very, very endeavor, if we want to see this community prosper, I see you people on the front line every day advocating for Ggaa that they love, Ggaa that they're patriotic. And you will sit down and look at somebody who secured our fund for the last year or so without one misappropriation and bypass that woman with everything she's done to bring the community together and say, I'm going to endorse Ggaa because why? You have a little petty misunderstanding of because you didn't like the way the process happened in Iowa. It's so disappointing. We look up to you guys for guardians. But when you're going to do this...
Yubote did not say what happened in Iowa. Yubote said after the processing in Iowa, he went in there, changed everything, moving in from the account. The problem started to come out here when he said when DJ Christopher Quia went into Zweju and videotaped his monument, his signature page, the monument of Samuel Canyon Doe, the statue, and then sent the video to Prince Double and his own Prince Double show, and he said they sent the video to Prince Double anyway. And then I played the video that they pinned on the video. They did substantial work, and those are the things that and either did not call them to order. Those are the things that get him angry.
Okay, and quite reasonable so. But sometimes, as an elder in the community, Prince, you make decisions based on the overall good of everybody. As I continue to say on these shows and in this cyber enclave, Prince, you think it was an easy thing to do to endorse either part after everything happened in Iowa? No, it wasn't an easy thing to do. It wasn't easy. But when you look at the overall good of the community, they think the woman is continuing to reach out, and you're going to sideline all of that because somebody went and pointed out that the statue is rusting. So because of that, and you think they're trying to put your effort down, and you're going to use that as a means to say, because she's one of her entourage or one of her agent went and said bad things about my statue. This is not even your statue. That Grand Ggaa people, almost 80,000 was paying the tip. Let's speak truth to power, people. We respect you. And for you to maintain your respect, you got to make decisions based on rational issues. It shouldn't be about you guys.
My man, the decision from these people, they have the right to do it, and they did it, and you have to live with it. Live with it, Bobby. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. President of Minnesota, where your man Floyd? How you doing? Your man Floyd, you met?
He refused to come to the table. And
I think I will talk to James to talk to him to go to the table. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
There was always a meeting according to reliable information that I got, and now Bobby told the stereo of Mr. Yubote that Floyd did not go to the meeting.
Wow. Okay, I will try to call him. He need to compromise. He need to compromise.
All right, but Gibson
life is a compromise.
Gibson,
okay, let's hear what Mr. Gibson say.
Gibson Jeru. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, let me say thank you, Mr. Yubote, for coming on here tonight. And thank you also for not being antagonistic tonight. I think
I've never been.
I think you spoke very well. Also, I must recognize that you did much for the Ggaa Association as well, holding on to the organization through the Ebola, not Ebola, but the COVID-19 up to the time of the convention in Iowa. I know there were a lot of frustrating moments that took place, but you did your part. And I was one of those, I believe I was one of those who contributed to the Samuel Doe statue. From the beginning, I opposed it, but later on, I did contribute. I think my name should be there, if I'm not mistaken, unless you didn't put my name there, but I think my name should be there. If
No,
not,
your name not there, Mr. Jerry.
but I gave you said I'm gonna give you 150. I gave you my 150. Anyway, you don't put it there. But anyway, that's not the issue. But let me just say this, Mr. President. I want to say thank you also for submitting some of the document, a significant portion of the document that were requested from your team.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime as a advisor to the president on media and legal affairs, my job is to also look at the PR nuance of whatever that is discussed. So sometimes it's not just good to be attack, and sometimes you got to temper attack with sobriety. I look at the report that was submitted to the national president, national administration, the transitional team. They submitted a report. They requested 19 items from you. I'm not going to go through the list here. You did submit most of the things they asked for, but there were little holes in them. So these holes, I believe, could have been taken care of by you, if not. Like for instance, you submitted a financial report from April 2023 to May 2023. So far, that's the only financial report that is mentioned in the report of the committee. And you also submitted the 2019 to 2023 transition report, which came from the VP, Mr. Ggaa. You also reported the first quarter, which is May 2019 to August 2019. I recognize those. And there were other documents that you submitted. You also submitted September 2019 to April 2022 quarterly report. Thank you very much. But I thought in 2023, there are 3 quarters of the year. So if you submitted a quarterly report for 2023, it was not mentioned in their report, which means they didn't receive it, or maybe you thought you submitted it, you sent it to them and they didn't receive it. So I was wondering, because the financial report is completely different from the quarterly report. So you submitted a financial report April to May, which is good. But the quarterly reports, there are 3 quarterly reports for the year, or 4 quarterly reports for the year, if you are taking the 3 months or 4 months. I didn't see any quarterly report for the 2023. None at all. But here, let me read something from the report. And the report is a public report I can share with Print Double. In the challenges that it mentioned, the challenges, it said document collections. Out of 19 documents requested by the transitional team, the Ggaa administration was unable to provide key documents, such as the recent convention report. You did not give it. Contracts. They didn't get any contract from you, if there was any. Reports from the past fundraising activities. There was no report of the fundraising, who paid what, and everything, and a detailed listing of the key projects that you carry out. It was your own good that you listed all your projects and said, these are the projects I was doing. Even how small it is, that list was not submitted to them. They requested for it also, but you did not submit it. But here is the key point I want you to take home. The committee told the national administration, cooperation from former president. Despite many communications by email and text messages, the former president was notably absent from all meetings. For me, it's concerning. because I respect that. To be honest, you submitted most of the report, most of the document they asked for. You submitted the 501c3 document. You submitted the some other documents, but there were other documents they asked for you didn't submit. So when you come on the show in a blanket way and say, I submitted all the reports, it created the impression that these people received the reports and they decided not to inform the national administration. So when you see Madam President Idepoa responding, or making inquiry about why these reports are not available, this is why, because the committee reported to her that these things are absent. So I don't know if you want to respond to that. It's just a rhetorical comment. But for me personally, I will recognize for everything you have done. But let's also be honest and say you did not respond to all the requests that they made. You did respond to a significant request. And to be fair to you, if you let me, I can honestly say some of the things that you submitted right here. You submitted the article of incorporation. You submitted the IRS letter, the 501c3. That is, you submitted the chapter listing, chapter leaders listing.
I think we can do this another day where you're gonna come here, but we've been here now 3 hours and
yeah, I didn't want to listen. I don't want to be fair to me. I don't want to be fair to the Prince, but I'm not going to list everything.
Yeah,
but those concerns.
You made a point there, Gibson. You made a point there. So we can do another show where we can have this, where you will have a list and you have your own list. Then I'm in the middle, so it's gonna be like this.
Gibson, we turn over the website that we built.
Yes,
we turn it over.
Yes,
and my Ways and Means chairman, Dr. Stephania Forte, sent over all the contracts. The contract we signed directly to Eden. Maybe she didn't know like I said, I wouldn't even be here talking if I had not heard Idepoa, Madam President, talking that she didn't get financial report. If they had just rating me that, oh, you told your lieutenants to turn over this and that, they have not turned it over yet. If I had just heard that months ago, I would have made it my duty to turn it over. The financial report you're talking about, I told Sarah McKinney myself. And then she said, no, your treasurer have not turned it over yet. So I said, okay, it's been almost 2 years now. I have to go dig for these things. After I called the treasurer said, okay, Mr. President, we'll get to it. Then when push came to shove, the time was supposed to get to it. I'm calling him. He not answering. Uno to hear that he bereaved. So I said, oh, okay, he not even going to do it. Let me go dig for it. And how I went looking for financial reports, and I sent it to Madam Sarah McKinney. And in 2023, we only have 1 quarter now from January to May. Remember, we didn't go beyond May. So you didn't expect what I gave you 3 quarters in 2023. So I did my best. I turned over what I got from me, from my Ways and Means chairman, from my vice president. My secretary told me whatever he had, when they called the police in the hall, he got disillusioned, he got discouraged, he just left the whole thing and went in the hotel the next day. He went back to Seattle, he was done with GEA. That's what he told me, and he came here on the show and admitted it. So everything is governed by intent, Gibson. When you guys wrote me to turn over transition, I told my lieutenant to comply. And they complied the best way possible. So I don't know what else to do. If either Madam President had not come on Daniel Freeman show or Prince Double show to talk about these things, we won't be here talking tonight because I was under the impression that everything was said and done. To tell you the truth, I'm not going to lie. Because when I was president, we made all our financial report to account for each and every cent collected, whether cash out or directly into the bank account. Look, Mr. Doe, Mr. Jeru, the cash out that came to me, let me disclose to all Grangidians here tonight the way I saw it. Each and every cap out that came in, I will honor the mindset. And that's the truth. I'm telling you, whether it makes sense what I'm about to say or not, the way I saw it, when I was laying down after the death of my mother, and she appeared in my dream, my son, Blessed them on bear. I know you are the yo. The president you ever our pure business hard. And I said, I ever man. It was this one in June 2020, in the middle of Corona. I went to the bank. I took out the first 10,000 naira. I sent it to the people in China, Hong Kong, to build that statue blindly. I didn't even know whether they were going to build a statue now or taking a risk. But the way I saw it, all they can do, they can impeach me. So be it. That's what I said. So I started going around begging people to send cash out. I talked to a guy called Anthony Ggaa. Anthony Ggaa said, you're not sending no cash out to Jane Yibote personal number. If Jane Yibote can set up a cash out to the treasurer for GGAA to have a cash out, he will send his money there. So I said, okay. I called the bank, Citizen Bank, 3-way. Anthony Ggaa was on the line. Anthony Ggaa is a strong supporter of poor, thing. You put him on the line right now, he will admit to you that Jay Yibote had a white man from the bank. And the white man said at the time, in 2020, 2021, they were not going to settle a cash out for an organization, but only individuals. But now, after Corona, they have changed the rule so that organization can have their own cash app. That's why GGAA got her own cash app today. But back in 2020 and 2021, they were only doing individual. I told my treasurer to do it. He said he don't have cash app. I should do it. And how I started doing it, calling people. And each and every cent that came to me, as soon as you pay your money, I put your name on Facebook. You pay your money, I put your name on Facebook. When the highest person I contributed to that was my sister Eva Yiboti, 10,000. My brother John, Dr. John, blew 1,000. Mr. Eslo, our mortician here. And then there's a doctor in Minnesota called Dr. Bowie Bau. He brought 3,000. And all the way down the line, Sidu Do 500, coming all the way down. Each and every cent I came was accounted for. We spent over 125,000 for that statue. All that money was not collected. It came to a point that I was collecting my own money. And some people on the boat thought I was crazy by spending my own money. I should wait when we go to Des Moines and come back. Then we complete the statue. I said, no, hell no, that statue will be complete before we show it Des Moines because of eventuality. And the eventuality came to be true. If I left that statue undone and we go Des Moines, and what happens, the statue was not going to be complete.
Okay, so actually, like I said,
we got one or 2 minutes.
Yeah, let me just make the last comment. You
30
don't
seconds.
mind.
30 seconds.
Yeah, like I said, Mr. Yibote, I personally respect the fact that you were very tenacious in making sure that the statue came to pass. Again,
to fruition.
Yeah, came to fruition. Again, I like to say, maybe if you don't remember, on April 21st, 2023, I sent you $100, and then I sent you another $60 for my statue contribution. I just wanted to share. It's my cash out record here. So
thank you. And I'm sure your name was on the list.
So I hope my name is there. If it's not there,
no,
that's
not
fine.
On the statue. We said minimum $300. So you.
Oh, but I didn't know about that. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay,
but listen, Gibson, before you go, the letter that I wrote to Idepoa, Madam President, Prince W has a letter. I said the inscription of names on the statue is not complete. We are supposed to have 3 plaques on each side. Right now, as we speak, we got 3 plaques on this side, 2 plaques on that side, 2 plaques on the other side. So we are missing 2 plaques. That's up to 80 names more to be added.
Okay.
The president didn't reply. She did not reply. She's not interested. What am I supposed to do?
No, she's interested. That's where I will come.
Okay, so if she get to me, I will contact the people who did the inscription of the name, and we can add more names on it. But she didn't reply me. She don't care about it. She left it alone.
She cares about it. Listen.
Okay. So you coming from the horse's mouth? Coming from the horse's mouth, Mr. Geru, maybe that's true you talking.
What I wanted to say, let me just tell you, the president has a lot of respect for you.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, there is some misunderstanding somewhere. But every time she speaks of you, she speaks very highly of you. So if anybody goes out there and says, Madam President says evil thing or says bad thing, or she don't care about what Jane Yibote were doing, you know that if you have many people active in something, there will be different comments coming out. but I can assure you that the Madam President respects you a lot. But here is the thing, thank God that you're going to withdraw from the campaign and you're going to that neutral posture. Mr. Ibudi, you being president, you know the enormity of the presidency. You know the rigorousness of the presidency. You know when people say they want to be president of the Grand Youth Association, when they come to you and advise and I seek your advice, there are a lot of factors you will look at. For me, I'd like to openly say today that it is not late for you to endorse the Madam Poa. It's not late.
Captain Jeru, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Yubote, please close. We gotta go.
You can still do
Mr.
it.
Yubote, can you close? We gotta go. Mr. Yubote.
I'm laughing, but I'm serious.
Mr. Yubote, that will have your party.
You know.
Okay, let Gibson finish.
No, Gibson already finished.
My man,
the minute one can't do the campaign endorsing it, you got to pay for airtime. Go ahead, Yubote.
Yeah,
okay. So any endorsement in the past that you did, you did it out of hunger. You didn't do it because you actually believe. I know you believe in competence. You believe in quality. And the work you have done, we have seen it. So I just leave it like that. But Prince, why we interfacing? Why you no problem? So, Madam President, I'll leave it with you, and I want you to take it into your prayers. The same way your own man came to you, I hope somebody else will appear to you.
You won't go appear. You won't go appear to the man.
No, but to be honest, listen. This German here is tenacious because throughout the COVID-19 and all the way until 2023. And let me just disclose for the first time, I was one of those who voted for you to be able to stay as a president in Canada in the race.
That's true. I believe that.
Uriah was one of those who said no, who voted against you. Mm-hmm. But Uriah, you don't join me.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody here ain't acting what man talking. Please endorse. Let go, please. You want to please get your party comment, man.
Oh, but you muted him. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
It's so pretty the way you just muted me. I talking. Okay, brother Ibudi, thank you very much, and I appreciate whatever you have done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gibson. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for giving us the audience. We've been here now for like 3 hours, almost 30 minutes. I'm very grateful that you left your busy schedule to be here to listen to me for what it's worth. It shows that you respect my words. It shows that you still like me, despite the fact that I am retired. But like I said, in life, you should be a man of your word. I remember back in 2011, I ran as vice president with Annie Cooper. And then my brother, Tillman Collins, was Secretary Election Commission. He left. He said he won't run for president after I have declared that I'm going as vice president to Annie Cooper. Then we went to our Kunowo meeting. Tillman Collins said he won't go as president. So the Kunowo people came to me, I should withdraw as vice president to Annie Cooper. So in the meeting, I told them, let's do it this way. In life, when you tell somebody you'll do this, you should do it so that tomorrow they will respect you. But don't say you'll do one thing, then when push kind of show, you say, no, I'm switching and going on the other side. Tomorrow when they say that Jane Igbo, man, move from there, that man there, when you tell you to do something, he can't do it. So why am I saying this? I told them I will remain a vice presidential candidate to Annie Cooper. And if Tim McCollin win, we will all support Tim Collins. And Tim McCollin won. We supported him. When Tim McCollin was going for re-election in Dallas, Texas, I was secretary to the election commission. We went there to count the vote. Tim McCollin won by 120 vote margin over Fred Gwynn. There was some poll watcher for Fred Gwynn was just sitting down 3:45 a.m. They say we should do something to election result to benefit Fred. So I said, you serious? Not in front of me? Tim McCollin won. We're going to announce Tim McCollin and Idepoa as the president. You let go outside. I'm getting ready to leave. As I was getting ready to leave, there's a girl, very popular. I will not call her name. She came over me and she started talking all kinds of things. She put her finger in her face. So I said, you got beg you move from in front of my face, man. You know, tell my one, let go announce the result before I knew it. In my ear, what? They slapped me. Because of Tillman calling business and eat it poor. They slapped me. Because I said they will not change the result around. Nora Solo was the chairman. Ellis Yala then or Tall Gallo, all the people were there. I'm not gonna lie to you, I lifted my hand or slap her back. Samson talking and grabbed my hand mid-air. He grabbed my hand. He said, no, Mr. Yebote, he grabbed my hand. I'm a human being too now. So he took me from there. He carried me behind the LPR machine. And I left them. So by 4:00 a.m., the one side I had announced that Tillman Collins and Idepoa won re-election. That's how they became re-elected. Because Yebote stood his ground. When Yebote said, this is it, that's it. I said that statue will be up before we show in demand, and it is up. That's just how I am. I'm a resolved person. When I say it will happen, it will happen. So this time around, I stated that Josephine stood her ground for me to vote for me. I remember when I won the election, she was rolling all on the floor. Like Markov V. Remio started it.
Mr. Yebote.
Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm rolling up now. I'm almost
I want to ask you. When you are coming, J.J. Dennis said the election you're talking about was not fair. They cheated for Thelma Collins.
How they cheated for Thelma?
Even Fred Gwynn said admitted here and said that they cheated him.
No, what I'm saying, they counted the vote. I was right there. They counted one Fred, one Thelma, one Fred, two Thelma, three Thelma. That's how they did it until Thelma Collins went up by 120 votes. That I was there. I saw it with my two eyes because I was right there.
Was it fair? I mean, the process was fair.
I said the counting of the vote. That's the one.
Was the process fair?
The process was fair. The people voted.
Well, friend, DJ Denny coming.
How was it not fair? How was it not fair?
They said they cheated for Collins. That's what they said.
In what way?
I didn't tell her. They said they cheated, especially JJ Dennis.
I don't know how they cheated for Collins because I was keeping the tally.
I noticed it a few times from him.
I was keeping the tally. I was keeping the tally sheet. I had a tally sheet, and at the end of the day, Thelma Collins was over 120 votes. Then they were talk in the room that they should change it around for Fred to win because Fred had been trying. He really won this thing. So I said, not in front of me. The election is over. Thelma Collins won by 120 votes. You let her and go outside going to 4:00 a.m. And that's the time this lady came. She started talking in front of Papa, all in my face. And she put slap in my ear. And
Thank you, Mr. Yebote. We've been here for 3 hours now.
Yeah, now so I was close there when you brought the thing about what Fred and JJ said.
Why?
So I only brought it up to say that I'm the kind of person, when I say something, I do it. I don't say something and change my word, because when you do that, nobody will respect you.
You just change your word, you endorse, and you retract it.
In this one that we are doing, I said I was going to be on campaign trail, campaigning for Gilmore here and there. But then after I saw that all my children are divided all over the place, I said, no, let me draw back from the campaign process. But having said that, I already promised I was going to vote for Josephine Slew If Michael V was in the race, I was gonna vote for Michael V. But she not in the race that Josephine Slew in the race. So if my vote for Josephine Slew benefit Otavia Gilmore, okay. I'm only one person. But I'm not gonna campaign for nobody. That's what I'm saying. That's the one that David Yanu wrote that I withdrew my endorsement. I'm not going to campaign for either, nor am I going to campaign for Gilmore. But when I show up in Louisville, Kentucky, I go in the booth, I will vote for who I will vote for. I'm entitled to that. I'm a Grandidian, though.
Yeah.
Nobody should say I shouldn't vote.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I'm not campaigning for anybody. That's what I'm saying. It's my right too, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, now. So please, I'm begging you. My children are divided. Let me not piss nobody up. Let me stay out of their way. Let them have their fun. My children going on live, Facebook, talking this and that behind my back. I'm not watching none of your life. So you can cause my mind, you cause my power, all you want. I ain't hear it. I didn't hear none of that. All the things they say you've been talking about me, I didn't hear nothing. But where I am right now, where I sit, I want to tell Mr. Prince Double, thank you for giving me the opportunity to come and talk to my people. I can go to sleep tonight and sleep sound. Know that what was on my heart, I took it out. Thank you so much. Mr. Jason Jerry came out here and made it that I put the financial report out. Jason Jerry admitted that. So at least next time you hear either poor Madam President talking, he didn't get financial report from Jane Ibote, you'll say, oh no, that's not true. Yeah, what is it? Oh, Michigan chapter.
They sent 10 people.
10 persons. Ah, okay.
The vice
So I say,
president
Mr. Dover, thank you so much for giving me the audience. Thank you very much. I'm out of the campaign process. I will stay neutral.
But
However, I
I
am
will
entitled
vote
to
for
my personal
Josephine
vote.
Slew.
I'm entitled to my personal vote, though, but I will not
I
want
will
to clash with
vote
my
for
children.
Josephine Slew.
Mm-hmm.
For my
Exactly.
children, then you're not fair. I'm not endorsing nobody again. But I
No,
will
I will
vote
not.
for Josephine.
I will stay out of it. I will stay
Thank
out
you.
of it.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
James
you so
Jibote.
much,
And that's it. I've
Mr.
just put
Dover.
in simple I just put in simple English. Thank you very much, Mr. Jibote. We are
Thank
here.
you. Good night.
All right. So that's it. Mr. Jibote had his time. He enjoyed the show. Nobody, everybody called it was respectful and what we need to do. Be Gwen taking up black on the 26th for her brother and Veronica Thomas Nayu, they're taking up black for their father in Iowa. So Bobby, when you're in Iowa, Jerome Gawure, Vivian, when you're in Iowa, go there and go support B Gwen in Iowa on the 26th of April. The other guy was April 26th. Go to April 26th. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. The president came out here. He said it. Jabba ran away from the hall. He refused to enter the hall. He left all the documents in the hall. Gene Ibote said it right here. Obla awo bu or five or wood or mude. Wo klo. You are police, you ya and you on your castle. So that's it. That's it right there. That's it. That's it. So we're gonna go now. We stayed on here for tonight. So let me see who I bring in tomorrow. I bring in Thelma Collins, Peter Darcy, Francis Clark, Miles, and Vicky. They're gonna be here tomorrow. These are all supporters of Idepoa, and they're gonna be promoting the platform of Idepoa. Mr. Thelma Collins is gonna be my guest. Mr. Peter Darcy, Madam Francis Clark, she was just here. Francis called tonight. Peter called too. And VK from Iowa. Peter Darcy from Tennessee. Madam Clark from Pennsylvania. And Colin from Prime Maryland or Pennsylvania, somewhere over there. But it will be here tomorrow. Now, I don't know who coming Thursday and Friday, but this slot that's kind of open. So when you want to jump in there and have a conversation with your people, got on me. Gibbs and where you need The SURU camp can take one of these days, but the SURU camp, they're trying to run away from the price, but at the business. So those who come, who call, they come in, they sell the platform, they move on. They're not forced to come here. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of people who are doing things out there. They can go there. We just want to hear them now. We want to hear them. About Urungo. You can remember my man Gilbert Mayo in I think 2018, 2019 in Maryland when he said on the debate, Akba anyo ablom amuoblo ono nyino pi abai de yeah. Abai de day in Kentucky. So we will eat some pepper soup here in Kentucky. There are cows that will be killed here. You know what kind of committee they pull me or conflict? You know what kind of committee the people put me on to Teresa Joey? Cow committee. More bliramu. I'm going to go in the bush, kill the cow, clean the cow, cut the cow, and bring the cow to town. I'm the professional cow driver. I put the cow in my van or wherever and drive the cow to town. Be there. So I will go on the farm and bring the blee in town. When I'm speaking Kunambo, the Bobo how to understand Kunambo, especially Vivian Wright. She can't understand Kunambo. Kunambo there. Yeah, we don't mix Kunambo with English. We don't whip it directly from directly. So when me I thought so ready to talk to and speak Ggaa and Ggaa, it's just a Ggaa. Me who the Kunambo man say, take me off from understand it. So that's what we're gonna do. Collins will be here tomorrow. And then on Saturday, I bring in Brian Jai, the Bazon District President, and his Vice President. Brian Jai and his Vice President. Let me see if I can get the lady's name. But Brian Jai and his Vice President will be my special guest. It's not easy, my people. Things are upside down now that the election is coming to where we're supposed to meet it. So I bring in Brian Jai. If you don't know Brian Jai, he is the Bazon District National President in the United States. His Vice President, I can't remember the lady's name now, but I'll get it later on tomorrow. Yeah. And then on Sunday, the 20th, it will be the grand debate. The vice presidential grand debate. It will be live. We will carry it live on our page here. It will be Isaac Gnawe versus Josephine Slew. And the treasurer. No, I think it's the treasurer. Yeah, the treasurer. It will be Madame Brice versus Achimao. That's what we're going to do here. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to understand. Yeah. My dad, Prince Double. Oh yeah. That's a Savior woman daughter down there. My Savior man. So that's my daughter down there, my traditional daughter. So we're going to have the debate on Sunday. So Friday and Saturday, Thursday, kind of a little bit kind of cool. I hope nobody call me for that show so I sleep good. But I said, but tomorrow I bring in Collins. You saw I had Daniel Pine and JJ. So Collins then saw it. Collins are coming too. I'm trying to bring Boo in here, but Boo in here skipping. He running here with Boo Bly. Boo and Jenny don't get your way. These anybody here get your way? Where is get your way? I just saw in Iowa. Is get your way around, Mr. Get Your Way. Mr. Jennington, get your way. When I man ready to talk, he talk so and propound and propound and propound and propound. And he's propounding. So, my people, I have to go sleep. So, how you gonna be? If you are there, go support B. Gwian. We gotta go. God bless everybody. Oh, I swear gotta get fashion show now. But I had long with my man. Well, picking the off. Desperate. He said you would tell he said I remember put it to you. He said you put it begin fast. You get job the man put it in. Boo, you know, continue to escape from the media. And we don't know why is Boo escaping. Boo hoy and they call straight. But Boo, we need to bring you on. We'll bring you on the show one of these days. We'll bring you on the show one of these days.
But I think it was a good show. You guys did very well. I mean, you were able to bring Mr. Yubote on. You know. Yeah, but you know that was good. I mean, I enjoyed the show tonight. It's just I've been very busy now. But I'll be on. I'll be on the next.
I will bring you on the platform. I'll bring Vivian on the platform. I'll bring Teresa Joey on the platform. I'll bring Conflare, but Conflare will be. I will control Conflare and because you want all of you. I will control. But I'm trying to get maybe 10 people will sit down here for 2 hours. You're talking to their politics. Supporter of Gilmore for the supporter of Ide, and then me a Boo in the middle. I don't know a Boo neutral man. I think Boo now he does so. Boo you do any. He does already. Yeah, you on the show. I can remember you endorse Ide Venso.
Yeah, I endorsed Ide already.
Okay.
One of the first primary people to endorse Ide.
You're one of the pioneers to endorse Ide.
Yeah. So I mean, we want to make sure that the opposition continuity is very important.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, let me release you. I know you're tired now. I can see all your eyes, my man.
Yeah, I gotta sleep, Boo.
You need to retire. You need to go.
Yeah, I gotta retire for the night.
Yeah, but we'll be on tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, trust me, I'll be on.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, goodbye.